And welcome everybody to New York Sports WickerMedia. I'm Watts UK99. Thanks for joining me tonight. This is the first live stream we've done in quite a while now, and to be honest with you, this is going to be well worth it. The United States versus Canada in the championship match of the inaugural Four Nations tournament. As of right now, we're about 20 minutes away or so from the game beginning. But yeah, definitely wanted to come on and watch this because let's be honest, the ESPN coverage is not exactly known for being the best. I mean, where's Doc Emmerich when you really need him? You know. So let's give you a few notes about some things to watch out for in this game. First of all, a couple of lineup notes I think are worth talking about. Let's start with Canada first. Now, their forwards, there's really no surprise. Mark Stone, Connor McDavid, Braden Point, then Sidney Crosby, Nathan McKinnon, and Sam Reinhart. Very scary line to watch out for. Then you got more of the grind line with Brandon Hagel, Anthony Cirelli, and Mitch Marner. And the fourth line will be Brad Marchand, Sam Bennett, and Seth Jarvis. It's going to be interesting with a lot of those fans in Boston rooting against Marchand, one of their favorite sons. So no real changes at the forwards, but a lot of grit on that fourth line. Now, some changes on defense. So this is pretty big. Devin Taves and Cale Makar will be playing first line, the Colorado line mates. Remember, Makar, widely considered, pretty much the best defenseman in all of hockey, missed that first game against the United States due to an illness. The second defensive pair, Travis Sanheim and Colton Parayko. And the third defensive pair is Thomas Harley and Drew Doughty. Now, the thing to keep in mind, Josh Morrissey of the Winnipeg Jets about 20 minutes ago was declared out for this game due to an illness. And Morrissey, outside of Makar, is probably the best offensive defenseman that Canada has to offer. So his loss, I think, is going to be felt, even though Harley did play pretty well in against the U.S. Earlier. And it looks like it's Jordan Binnington once again playing goal. He's played every game for Canada so far, and they're going to stick with him. On the U.S. side, let's see. We've got Jake Gensel, Austin Matthews, and Jack Hughes on the top line. The Kachucks will be playing alongside Jack Eichel. Brady Kachuk returns to the lineup after missing the game against Sweden. Then on the third line, JT Miller, Dylan Larkin, who's had a great tournament, and Matt Boldy. And the bottom line, the fourth line, you might call it the New York line. Chris Kreider will play in this game along with Vincent Trocheck and Brock Nelson. So you got two Rangers and an Islander, and Kyle Connor of the Winnipeg Jets will not play this game. I'm not sure if I love that idea. Kyle Connor, to me, is a very underrated scorer, hasn't really stood out in this tournament, but a very, very dangerous player. And then on defense, we've got Jacob Slavin and Brock Faber on the top line. Slavin, I think, just a fantastic defensive defenseman. Then you got Zach Werenski and Jake Sanderson. And on the third pair, Noah Hannafin and Adam Fox. Adam Fox does not have a point yet in this tournament for the U.S., which is quite a concern. He's been demoted to the second power play unit. Werenski is now quarterbacking the top power play unit, which typically has Matthew Tkachuk, Jake Gensel, Austin Matthews, and Jack Eichel. And, of course, Connor Hellebuyck will play in goal, the odds-on favorite to win the Vezina Trophy later this year. Yeah, hey, if you're stopping by, please feel free to leave a comment, leave a thumbs up, all that good stuff. Definitely appreciate it. So, yeah, we're going to be here for about the next 3 hours checking out this game. And we'll see what happens with the national anthems. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of Canadian fans in Boston tonight at the TD Garden. The T in TD, by the way, does stand for Toronto, which I find rather ironic, but that's the way it goes. And I will be playing a portion of Freebird whenever the U.S. does score a goal. Just a few seconds of it. We don't want to get flagged or any of that crazy stuff. Because, YouTube loves to flag people, but that's the way it goes. All right, so let's see. Right now, looking at the ESPN coverage, there's a little countdown going on. The lights just went dim in the arena. Yep, it's the just lovely pair of Sean McDonough and Ray Ferraro doing the broadcasting. Oh, gosh. I wish it was Bob Wischusen. Wischusen does such a great job on hockey play-by-play. Kenny Albert on the TNT side is fantastic as well. But, yeah, Sean McDonough just does not have the energy, does not have the voice inflection that I want to hear. A lot of people did not like Doc Emmerich all that much, but he made games feel big. I love that he would raise his voice, lower his voice, use all these unique words. I mean, Doc made games feel big the way Marv Albert made basketball games feel big. So, yeah, try not to get on the broadcasters too much, but I just got to get on. I just got to mention that. Okay. Oh, nice early turnout in the chat here. Fantastic. All right, a couple of USA Canada notes. All-time in championship games, these teams have played 4 times for a championship, whether it was the World Cup, the Canada Cup, or an Olympic gold medal. Canada has won 3 of the 4 games. They won in 1991 in the Canada Cup, won Olympic gold medals in 2002 and 2010. The only USA win was 1996 in the World Cup, which they did win in Montreal. The U.S. has not won a best-on-best tournament since that time in 1996. I'm leaving out the World Juniors. Of course, the U.S. did beat Canada on Saturday 3-1. That game was at the Bell Center in Montreal. I am a little concerned for the U.S. that Charlie McAvoy will not play this game. His physical presence made a big difference. He was not afraid to take anybody down, as ESPN currently showing highlights of McAvoy's hit on Connor McDavid. But McAvoy injured his shoulder, and I think it was actually in the first game, and then a infection set in, so he is not able to play, but he is in the arena for the game. So I'm willing to bet he visited the locker room, had a conversation with his teammates. And a couple of notes on the goalies here I do want to mention. I still have the confidence in the U.S. tonight because of Connor Hellebuck. In the tournament so far, Connor Hellebuck has a 1.0 goals against. That's right, allowing 1 goal per game. Jordan Binnington, 2.06. Their save percentage, Hellebuck is at .957, Binnington just .892. But remember, Binnington did win Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final for the St. Louis Blues, and he won it in Boston. And another thing to watch is how this game progresses. Canada has gotten off to very good starts, but they have not finished well. In the first period, in these 3 games, they've outscored their opponents 6-1. In the third period, they've been outscored 6-1. So something to watch as the game progresses tonight. Looks like they're playing the narration. That's Mikey Ruzioni voiced over. Canada versus United States championship game. There is something about hockey when nations get involved. There is something about. I think the only 2 sports that I would feel that way about are hockey and soccer. I know baseball has the World Baseball Classic, but I mean, does anybody get really excited about the Nicaragua-Venezuela game? I mean, it doesn't really get started until like the last 8 teams, and yeah, it's just not something we in the U.S. have really brought into. It's something that other teams around the world have get excited about. Soccer, I don't really have a club team. I don't have like an MLS team at this point, but I do follow when the U.S. is involved. I also follow Italy a little bit to an extent. But yeah, hockey, there's something about hockey because there's just so many good hockey countries. I mean, can you imagine this tournament if Russia was in it? If the Czech Republic was in it? Man. I know this can't be a very long tournament because it's mid-season, but man, if they can make this 6 teams, it'd be dynamite. All right, we should be about 10 or 11 minutes away from the drop of the puck, and I think when the anthems come on, I'll turn the volume up a little bit. We'll see how it gets received. I do hope, by the way, the woman who sang the Canadian national anthem at the Canada-Finland game is not there. And if she is there, hopefully she's figured out the right words by now. In all of us command. Oh, my gosh. I mean, you can be off key and all of that, but can you at least get the words right? Is that asking too much of you? Oh, my gosh. Okay. Yeah, let's see if there's any late game notes. All right. Yeah, I see we got a nice group pulling into the chat here. Appreciate everybody stopping by. Yeah, feel free to say hello, say where you're watching from. I am down here in Raleigh, North Carolina, my home since this past May. I'm only about 2 miles away from the Lenovo Center where the Carolina Hurricanes play. And if you're wondering about the jersey, it is a Ryan McDonough jersey. It's still the last hockey jersey that I have purchased. Would I get a USA jersey? Yes, but not for $250. Both teams coming out onto the ice right now. USA wearing their navy blues, Canada wearing their reds with the cream trim. And the Garden is rocking. Oh, I'm sorry. The Garden is rocking. Excuse me. The USA chants are definitely drowning out any Canada chants, no doubt about it. You definitely hear that USA in the background. This crowd came ready to make some noise tonight. All right, it's just about time for the anthems, I believe. I think one of the reasons I do like the USA in this game is they can play just about any style of hockey. I think Canada, if they're going to win, they need to outscore their opponent. And what I mean by that is their defense and goaltending are not the same, so they need to put a lot of pucks into the net if they're going to win. Yeah. By the way, I will be putting the ESPN display up here. I'll kind of like make myself. I'll just kind of reduce myself into the corner in a moment once the game starts, so we can kind of keep track of everything there. But the USA, they could play physical. They could shut you down. They could score. So, yeah, I just have confidence that the USA has the adaptability. It's just that Canada's defense gets a boost with the addition of Makar, and the USA gets hurt with the loss of McAvoy. So that is probably my biggest concern here. All right, looks like it's time for the Canadian anthem. Turn it up a little bit. Wayne Gretzky introduced to the crowd as the honorary captain of Canada. About 6 the boos are drowning out the cheers. I don't think there's anybody from Canada who's getting cheered tonight. Even though he has been living in the United States for a long time, just got to mention that. And his wife's American. And he comes with the banner, which will be unfolded shortly. And now they're going to introduce the starters. On defense, Cale Makar. Playing alongside of him is his teammate, former New York Islander, now fellow Avalanche, Devon Taves. Then we got Mark Stone from the Vegas Golden Knights at forward. Braden Point on the other wing, on the right side, I believe. And, of course, at center, the always dangerous Connor McDavid from the Edmonton Oilers, who's going to get a lot of boos right here. Oh, yeah, most definitely. And then in goal, it's going to be Jordan Binnington, winner of 1 Stanley Cup. I'm still surprised that Aiden Hill never got any action in this tournament. They're treating Binnington like he's Patrick Waugh. I just don't understand. But at this point, he's played 3 games. You can't insert a new goalie into the final here. And now the honorary captain for the USA is introduced, and it's the great Mike Ruzioni from Winthrop, Massachusetts. So he gets not just a home country welcome, but a hometown hero welcome. Still lives in Winthrop, same town where he grew up. He's giving fist bumps to the entire U.S. bench. As the USA, the USA chants are going. They are echoing off the walls of the Garden. Ruzioni raising his arms, telling everybody to bring it. Oh, Eruzione's wearing a Johnny Gaudreau jersey. Very cool. Shakes hands with Gretzky. And now on to the U.S. starters. First, we got Matthew Tkachuk. And then they go to the defenseman Brock Faber from the Minnesota Wild. His defense partner, Jacob Slavin from the Hurricanes. I'm still amazed that he's from the U.S., considering that his first name has 2 C's in it. And then they introduced Brady Tkachuk returning to the lineup after missing the last game against Sweden. And, of course, it's center from the Vegas Golden Knights. It's Jack Eichel. Assistant captain. And now the camera zooms right on back to Connor Hellebuyck, the Winnipeg Jets. All right, time for the national anthems. I'm sure the Boston singer, Todd, whatever it was, I can't remember his last name, but he will do the Boston anthem or the USA anthem. Austin Matthews now skating over to center ice. Sidney Crosby out there as well, as Gretzky displays his banner and Eruzione displays his banner. February 20th, 2025, TD Garden, Boston, Massachusetts. Now they'll have the I'm guessing there would be the exchange of banners. There they are. And the 2 captains shake hands. The pomp and circumstance is almost over, guys. And the Boston Fire Department Honor Guard comes out presenting the variety of flags, including honorary axes in both the front and the back. They have the USA and the Canada flag, actually. I think this is the same woman who sang last time. I hope she gets the words right. And she's doing it in French. The boos are definitely more pronounced than they were for Game 3. No doubt about it. Not as loud as they were in Montreal, but you could definitely hear them. Oh, boy. I'm gonna need something stronger than Coke Zero to get through this anthem, guys. Oh my gosh. She's singing it just a little extra slow, just to kind of like push it a little bit. Just a little bit. All right. Oh my gosh. Oh, the way she hit that last "Oh Canada" was just it was going like ooh. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I wish Simon Cowell was there to basically kick her off the show. Holy crap, that was bad. She got the words right, but boy. And the USA chants roar from the crowd of maybe about 20,000, I would imagine. But you know it's a full house. From what I could see on the secondary market, tickets were going for about $700 for the cheapest ticket. Oh, we've got somebody else doing the anthem for the U.S. Got a full band. Oh, we got the drums, the horns. Wow. And they're singing along. Wow. Wow. This brass band is awesome. Oh, she held that note. Woo! That anthem kicked butt. Wow. Dang, let's go home. We already got our money's worth. All right. So now the band, which was probably that was at least a dozen. That had to be a good dozen musicians or so. Take their exit. Man, that anthem, that's one of the best anthems I've heard in a while. Usually I don't get that at a hockey game. You might get one instrument, but you don't get a band. That was freaking cool. All right, looks like, all right, so let's go ahead and change the display here. I'm going to make myself small. There we go. All right, I'll reset this every now and then. Pretty much at every stoppage, I'll try to reset it so that it resets on the screen as well. Okay. All right, I'm ready for. All right, enough of the announcements. Let's go. So the Canadian players take the ice. Looks like the U.S. players are huddled up with Hellebuck. And now they start to approach center ice. Here comes Matthew Tkachuk. As McDavid chews away on his mouthpiece. Hey, there's Vinny. All right. All right. All the talk, all the hype, all of that is over. It's time to go. Let's play. This build-up's taking longer than the freaking Super Bowl halftime. Oh, my God. I wait for Kendrick Lamar to show up and play a concert. Oh, looks like they're doing some work on the ice. Looks like they're doing some scraping, I guess maybe where the band was. All right, so that's why we have a little bit of a delayed start here. All right. Yeah. When this is done, I'm going to have to put in the comments like what the actual start time of this video when the game actually begins. Oh, we got a couple of guys dressed up like they're from the Revolution. Oh my gosh, like the bald on top, the long hair, the old school coats, the bifocals. We got like Benjamin Franklin and Thomas Jefferson showing up. Okay, now it's time to start. Eichel and McDavid line up for the face-off, and away we go. Canada wins the face-off, and Taves immediately sends it down into the U.S. end. U.S. gets it back and clears. And we have a whistle 8 seconds in, but it's not for a fight. It's an offside. All right, looks like the lines will stay the same. News takes from behind their own net. They try to clear. Stone keeps it in for Canada. McDavid tries to circle, but he can't take it very far. Now there's a struggle for it in the U.S. end. The U.S. comes away with it. Eichel now dumps it down in on Binnington. He will cover it up. 35 seconds gone. And the players come together as a few words are exchanged back and forth. As the ad comes up from ESPN, thank you very much. Goodbye. Yeah, ESPN's just a little bit ahead of the TV coverage, the ESPN website. So can't do too much about that. So I'm only going to try to click on that during the breaks. Hey, David D's here. How you doing? 51st state versus the U.S. That's what I'm talking about. How you doing? U.S. wins the faceoff. Shot deflected wide into the corner. Jack Hughes goes after it. Turnover by Canada. Shot by Gensel goes wide. Into the corner. Gensel plays it. Hughes fighting for it, but it gets taken away. Hughes with a shot. That gets blocked. And now Canada will start out. It's Anthony Cirelli, who also had the block on Hughes. Plays it deep. Canada will go off for a change. Cirelli lays in a hit on Fox. U.S. now working their way out. The Matthews line comes on. Pass across the ice. Hughes plays it back. Matthews with a shot. Saved by Binnington. And it goes off into the corner. Matthews had a pretty good look, but there was no traffic in front. Binnington saw it all the way. Now Cirelli has it. He plays it deep. Canada will go ahead and make a change. U.S. will change players as well. And U.S. plays it down for Boldy. Can't keep it, though. Canada will start right back. 1.5 minutes gone here in the first period. No score. And now the U.S. working it back out. That's Werenski. Who took, I believe, from, I think that was Jake Sanderson, number 85. And Miller plays it across ice, but nobody there. Now Crosby and company on the ice. Try to get something go. Both teams are not getting great scoring chances early. Both teams very focused on playing sound defense here. Ooh, Doughty got hit. Maybe been a little bit of a stick there. Marchand tries to work it across, but it's broken up. Oh, they try it. Oh, Canada with a near opportunity there, but Slavin broke up a pass. Trocheck takes it across the blue line for the U.S., but he falls down. So Nelson, Trocheck, and Kreider on for the U.S. That's their fourth line. Now Trocheck has it, but he has to wait for Nelson to get out of the zone, and he will now dump it in. And the Kachucks and Eichel come back on. Brady Kachuk, ooh, just shoves his opponent right off the puck. All right, 3 minutes gone by here. Bennett line on for Canada. The U.S. will clear it out. Now Colton Parayko takes it from behind his own net. U.S. with 2 shots, Canada with 1. Now Canada will start. It's Hagel. Plays it across. Pass gets through. The shot wide by Cirelli. May have been deflected. Now the puck goes around the board. Canada with another shot from the point. Knocked away by Hellebuck, and the U.S. will take possession and start their way back. It's Jake Gensel. Looking for some help. Shamoretsky saved by Bennington. Oh, that was a good chance for the U.S. And now Parayko will rush back. Canada's got a 2-on-1 if they hurry. Shot by Parayko, wide. Now Sanderson plays it over to Werenski. U.S. will dump in. Almost 4 minutes gone here in the first period. Shots 3 apiece, goals none apiece. Larkin with a hit on the boards. And Canada played that puck just a little too deep, and it looks like we're going to have an icing here with 3:59 gone in the first period. Yeah, Hughes with a good takeaway, and it looks like Parayko deflected Gensel's shot here on replay. Yeah, Matthews with a shot from the left circle. Bennington saw that one all the way. So U.S. getting some good chances, but they're not getting like rebound opportunities. They're going to have to go to the net at some point and really put some pressure on Bennington. So the faceoff will be in the Canada end of the ice to Bennington's right. Point controls it. It's sent around the boards and out of the zone. There's a battle. Faber takes it back behind his own goal. Looking for help. McDavid pursues him, but Faber gets it out of the zone, but not past center ice. Canada will start back in. Play is onside. Now Faber plays it over to JT Miller. Back to Faber behind the goal. Takes it over to Slavin with a long pass out of the zone. Try to get it for Miller, but it was broken up. U.S. will go off for a change. Number 89, Drew Doughty of the LA Kings. Pass it back out and around the net. Puck comes loose to the point. Travis Sanheim plays over to Nathan McKinnon, who's got 3 U.S. players. Watch him. He shoots. He scores. Canada draws first blood. Nathan McKinnon with the first goal of the game. It's 1-0 Canada. It's not too different than how we started the last game, to be honest. Yeah, McKinnon had a little bit of room. 3 U.S. players in front of him. And the freaking puck got through Hellebuck. I don't even think it was deflected. I think Hellebuck just flat didn't see it. Sam Reinhart screened him. Yeah, that's McKinnon's goal all the way. Jeez. So once again, Canada draws first blood in the first period. 4th goal of the tournament. That is the most of any player thus far. And now here comes Gensel. Plays it up in front for Matthews, and the puck goes over his stick. Good opportunity there for the Americans to get right back in this one. Werenski from behind his own goal. Canada scored 5 of their 7 first period goals in the first 6 minutes. Puck played behind the net. Bennington will play for Canada as they get it out of the zone. 4th line comes back on for the U.S., the New York line. Trocheck backhands in behind the goal. And McCarr trying to pitchfork it out, but Nelson all over him. Puck comes up to center ice. Looks like, no. Now it looks like we have a stoppage. May have been played with a high stick. As they're going to show this replay probably a couple of times. Yeah, just not a good goal to give up. Yeah. All right, this faceoff will be right outside the Canada zone. And the visitors control it. Man, they've really been dominating the faceoff circle in the early going here as Canada. Up behind the U.S. zone. Marner comes away with it for Canada. Over to Harley. Pass over to Doughty. Goes off his stick. Gets off a shot. Goes all the way through. Not on goal. Now the puck goes back to Marner. To Cirelli with a shot. Wide. U.S. better not fall behind here by 2. This is not an acceptable start by any stretch here. Markham works it free. Now it's Boldy. with a pass, and they will play that out. U.S. goes for a change. Canada scored the first goal in all 4 of their tournament games. And just like that 1980 team, the U.S. kept coming from behind. The U.S. has trailed in every game thus far. Brady Tkachuk at center ice gets taken away. Canada works it back into their own zone. Sanheim to Harley, looking for help. Doesn't really go anywhere. And now Matthew Tkachuk, being watched closely by McDavid. Canada takes away, clears it out to center ice. Faber back to Slavin. Just over 7 minutes gone here in the first period. 1-0 Canada. And here's Gensel with a shot. Save by Binnington. With 12:38 to go here in the first period. I think we'll probably have our first TV timeout here, I would imagine. Yep. All right. 1-0 Canada. As we get some douchebag from north of the border jumping up and down. With his mouth as wide open as it could possibly be. Probably fit 4 hot dogs in that gullet. Oh, my gosh. On that note, let's go to an American commercial. Now the $5 classic at Taco Bell. All right. We'll review stats after each period as well. I'll review all the team stats. But okay. Not a great start here for the States by any stretch in my mind. Yeah, I can't even say that. And hey, no matter what happens, even if Canada does win this game, remember, they haven't had a Stanley Cup in 32 years. Not since Montreal in 1993. So we still have that over them. Yeah, thanks to everybody who's hanging out in the chat tonight. Definitely appreciate it. Yeah, had over 10 people at one point before the game even began. How cool is that? And it does seem like both coaches really giving a chance for all 4 lines to play. Haven't seen too much of the 4th line for Canada, but just about everybody's getting a good chance to play early in this game. So one thing with these 2 teams, they are the deepest teams in this tournament. The only other country I think that could rival the U.S. and Canada for depth would be Russia. But for obvious reasons, we did not see them in this tournament. Hopefully we will in the future. We know we will in the Olympics. At least we think we will. Not going to worry about trailing this early this soon. Canada's used to being up early and blowing it. USA is used to being behind and coming back. As they show Marchand taking a swig of water on the bench. Here's the face-off, Matthews versus Bennett, and Bennett wins it for Canada. They take it back out. Werenski over to Sanderson. Gosh, I miss McAvoy in this game. His injury really, really hurts. And Matthews works it towards center ice. Plays it back. Out to Werenski at the point. Almost lost it, but held on to it. Crosby on him immediately. On the near boards, down by the goal line. Canada comes away with it. Crosby works it out of the zone. Werenski recollects it. Plays it back to Sanderson of the Ottawa Senators. Now back to Jack Hughes. Skates across the Canada line. Watched by, 2 Canadian players, including Reinhart, who backhands it out to center ice over to point. Hughes knocks the puck off his stick. Long pass out to Gensel. It's a 1-on-3. The shot is knocked away by Doughty. That puck never even got near Binnington. 11:41 to go here in the first period. Each team with 4 shots on goal. Canada up 1-0. And now Matt Boldy, watched by 3 Canadians at the far boards, plays it behind the goal and around. Man, very tight defense by both teams. Now JT Miller works it, plays it around the net past Boldy. And Jack Eichel on. The shot from the point by Faber goes wide. And now Miller has it behind the net again. Plays it out to the blue line. Faber shot. Blocked. It's knocked away, and Canada will work it out. Faber keeps it at center ice. Looks like it's going to be an offside on Team USA, however. All right, so 11:01 to go here in the first period. Looks like McAvoy came in to do the intros. Yeah, McAvoy's got his arm in a sling, but he came in and announced the starting lineup, and he gets a hug from his teammates. God, I wish he was in this game. All right, here's the face-off. It's Hagel against Eichel. And once again, has the U.S. even won a face-off yet? This is getting ridiculous. This is like watching the Rangers from 2 or 3 years ago. It's so bad. Adam Fox works it at the red line, plays it all the way down. And now Canada takes it back over to center ice. They dump it. Eichel works it from his own zone, looking for some space. Can't really find it as he's hotly pursued by Mitch Marner. U.S. will start over behind their own net. Looks like it's Foxy. Looking for some space. Sam Bennett right in front of Hellebuck, trying to put some pressure on him. And the puck doesn't get through. It's a neutral zone turnover shot. It is knocked away by Hellebuck. U.S. starts back. Bennett with that last shot on goal. Binnington takes the puck from behind his own net. Canada starts to work out. Quick transition by the Canadians. They play it around. It's stopped by Hellebuck as we hit the halfway point of this first period. And now Werenski being pressured by Seth Jarvis as both teams' fourth line is on the ice. And it looks like Canada with long shot from the point knocked away by Hellebuck. He was trying to work it out. Up. Puck taken away by the Canadians. They dump it back in. Looks like that was Jarvis on that takeaway. McKinnon. Shot save. Rebound. Another save. Hellebuck covers it up. Boy. Hannafin with a not so good giveaway there. And Jarvis was on the doorstep right in front of the net. Got behind Sanderson. One save. And it looks like Doughty may have come in for another opportunity, but looks like it was 2 or 3 saves there by Hellebuck. All right, looks like it's another TV timeout. 1-0 Canada. Yeah, definitely not the USA's best period that we've seen thus far at all. Not a bad period, but yeah, can just generate a little bit more. No penalties yet in this game. Finish off the last of the Coke Zero with lime in it. Yeah, let's do a quick check here on the team stats here. I know you guys are probably able to see this. 6 shots to 4. U.S. 10 hits to Canada's 3. Yeah, we mentioned faceoffs. Canada's won 7 faceoffs. The U.S. has only won 1. And 6 giveaways by the U.S. to just 2 by Canada. So U.S. definitely playing a more physical game, but yeah, that's about the only thing that they're really doing better at this point. Okay, let's put that right there. I think we're good. Okay. I just had a nice influx of people join the chat. Welcome everybody who's joining us for tonight's live stream of the 4 Nations Face-Off Championship between the USA and Canada. It's 1-0 Canada right now on a goal by Nathan McKinnon, his 4th of the tournament. All right. Yeah, got any thoughts? Got any questions? Yeah, feel free to leave a comment down there in the chat. It's a lot more fun when everybody interacts and just talk about what's going on. Now they show pictures of the CN Tower in Toronto and the Empire State Building in New York, lit up in red, white, and blue. Might have been a little bit of yellow in there for the Four Nations. I'm not sure. By the way, was there an assist on that McKinnon goal? Yeah, the assists were from Thomas Harley and Sam Reinhart. Reinhart has 4 assists in this tournament. Man, I do not like Sam Reinhart. Between Canada and the Florida Panthers, not my favorite person in the world. Looks like the ice crew is repairing one of the dasher boards behind the goalie. So we got to do a little bit of repair work. Second time we've actually had to do some maintenance in here. We had to do ice right after the national anthem, and now we got to do some dasher board repairs. Waste innovations, performance for the planet, or WIN for short. Yeah, I think the U.S. is actually being a little bit too cute. They need to like drive the puck up the ice, not do a bunch of whole of east-west stuff like skating, parallel to the lines. Like just go straight forward. Get on their defense. Put pressure on this defense. Canada does not have a very deep defense, in my opinion, especially with Josh Morrissey out. I really expect more than this. But again, still only 1-0. And there's John Cooper, the Canada coach behind the bench, looking pissed off at something as always. All right, now we got a face-off to Hellebuck's left in the U.S. zone. Let's see, and it looks like it's going to be Matthews against McKinnon on this one. And Canada controls it. 8 face-off wins out of 9 attempts. Shot from the point goes wide. Canada keeps it. Back behind the goal it goes. Back out to the point. Doughty goes all the way around to Reinhart, tries to play it out front. U.S. keeps it back out behind the boards. Now they work it around the end. And the U.S. clears it back out. U.S. with a little bit of pressure, a little bit of forecheck. We haven't seen too much of that. And now we have a neutral zone turnover. Hughes gets taken around, back out behind the net. Oh, it's knocked away. You almost had a little bit of a chance there, a little bit of a chance. Hey, Clancy, New York Jets, how you doing? Yeah, they came very close. Jarvis nearly made it 2-0. You fall behind by 2, it's going to be difficult to come back. 8:27 to go in the first period. And Werenski takes it behind his goal, now works his way up ice. U.S. showing a little more determination to try to take the puck up ice, but Canada defense knocks it back out. Now sent behind the goal. Go in on the forecheck, but Canada gets it back out quickly. There's Braden Point. Tries to play it deep. A little bit of dump and chase here. Point comes away with it, takes it back out to the right point. McCarr to Taves. Over to Point in center ice. Puck goes off of him. Matthew Tkachuk works it back out. But the U.S. can't get too much further than the blue line. Back comes Canada. It's McDavid. It's a 2-on-2. Gives it up. Shot. Looks like it was blocked. And Matthew Tkachuk with a backhanded dump over to center ice. U.S. will go off for a change. And now here's Marner. U.S. has defenders back though. Shot goes wide. I think that was Sanheim who had that. Yeah, that was Sanheim. He was having the puck sent through. Puck sent through the crease. And now it's Fox over to Noah Hannafin. That shot gets blocked. That went nowhere. Canada really pushing the U.S. defenseman at the point. Boldy back with a nice play on defense to break up a Canada scoring opportunity. 6:55 to go here in the first period. U.S. pass didn't connect, and it's going to be an icing on the Americans. All right, 6:54 to go here in the first period. Yeah, Marner with that block on Hannafin. I think that was, Dylan Larkin had a good opportunity. Had a shot, but Bennington turned him away. Yeah, that was Larkin. Larkin's had a darn good tournament. I still don't like the fact that Kyle Connor is benched for this game. Just don't like it. 8 shots to 5 in favor of Canada. Now shot from the point kind of flutters its way in and back behind the goal. Now JT Miller with it. Pursued by Sam Bennett, and the U.S. works it deep. And Trocheck had to dump it in as he nearly fell down. Trocheck's fallen down twice already in this game. Kreider with a little bit of a bump on Sam Bennett. And the puck goes around the net to the far boards, the Hellebuck's left. Now Bennett works his way to the front. Shot is covered up by Hellebuck. It looks like it's covered up. U.S. let Bennett get right in there. No, unacceptable. Their defense is not playing tight enough at all. Nine shots to 5 in favor of Canada. Faber went to the front of the net to almost kind of cover Brad Marchand, but in doing so, he let a path become wide open to the net for Bennett. And Hellebuck was equal to the task. It was a save and then a follow-up save. 2 saves there, maybe even 3, actually. And with Jacob Slavin on the ice, that's not usually something you see. He's a very responsible defensive defenseman. All right, 6:14 to go here in the first period. And the U.S. actually wins the faceoff for a change. Praise the Lord. Try to work it back. Reinhardt takes it away. And now Canada starts in. It looks like it's point. Actually, that was McKinnon, pardon me. Sanderson knocks it away. Puck behind the U.S. net. And it comes back out to the corner. Crosby in pursuit of it, but the U.S. will dump down into center ice. And McKinnon tries to work it across, but it's going to be an offside on Canada. 5:47 left in the first period. Still 1-0 Canada. Looks like we're probably going to go to a break here. Yeah, Larkin had a little bit of a breakaway. But he was off to the side a little bit. So it was an opportunity, but it wasn't like home free, I guess. So all right, so we're off to our next break. Do a quick check on the box score. I want to see how we're doing on ice time here. Who stands out? So Taves, a little over 6 minutes. Makar, 5:16. Actually, Makar's been on the ice a little bit less than Harley, but he's got 8 shifts, so he's still playing a lot. Very even division of labor here. Pretty much every Canada forward is playing a little over 3 minutes. McDavid is really the one exception. As far as the U.S. goes, Renski and Faber getting a little bit extra ice time on defense. U.S. not really using their the New York line all that much with Trocheck, Kreider, and Nelson. Just 2.5 minutes. And right now it looks like it's Gensel, Eichel, and Larkin with the most time. Looks like they're shuffling up the lines a little bit here. All right. Let's go back to the play-by-play. Gamecast. And let's drag that down so we don't see this... So we don't see the advertisement. Don't really need that. There it is, TD Garden. Seen a couple games over there back in the days when I was going to college up in Boston, or north of Boston. Looks quite a bit different from the outside now than it did then. I don't even think they had the statues back then. Yeah, they made the entrance a little bit better, I guess. Okay, 5:47 to go here in the first period. Offensive zone time, Canada 3:19, USA 2:20. Seems about right. And the face-off at center ice, controlled by the U.S. They immediately dump it all the way down. I wish they would hold on to it a little bit. Matthews, shot from the left point is gloved easily by Binnington. No rebound. That shot from Brady Tkachuk, actually. And this will be another face-off to Binnington's right. And here's the face-off. Another shot by Matthew Tkachuk, also sticked away. And now Canada takes from behind their zone. I think that was Taves. Gives it up. Looks like McKinnon had it for a second, but in a 1-on-3, he wasn't going very far with it. Now Matthews, a little bit of a dangerous pass out in front. Watch out. Oh, down goes Reinhart. U.S. will start back with it. Take it back around the net. Binnington takes it, though. Plays it back over to his defenseman. And the puck kind of just sort of, that was like a curling shot put on goal. And, yeah, not too much happening there. So that was, I think that was Matthew Tkachuk with that one. But, again, really no rebound opportunities for the U.S. Might have been Slavin. Yeah, no rebound. They're not crashing the net. They're not getting second chances like Canada's gotten. 5:02 left here in the first. And another face-off. U.S. getting a lot of face-offs deep in the Canada zone now. And it looks like Braden Point is going to be thrown out of the face-off circle. So Eichel will be in there for the U.S. against Connor McDavid. U.S. controls. Looks like Stone got a stick on the pass, though. And now Canada will start back out with it. Try to play deep. Fox keeps in the neutral zone. Now the U.S. will send it down. McDavid plays it back over to Doughty. Sends it back down. U.S. Yep. And, yep, looks like both teams are both teams playing a little bit cautiously right now. It's like skate up a little bit, send it down. Another team kind of stops in the neutral zone. They send it back down. Now, JT Miller with a high backhand, easily handled by Binnington. He covers it up, and we have another whistle. 4:22 to go here in the first period. Yeah, U.S. getting more shots. Both teams have 9 shots, but the U.S., they really haven't had great scoring chances. The one sort of partial breakaway by Larkin, but it's been about it. Put a little highlight on Thomas Harley, who's from Syracuse, New York, but plays for Canada. Dual citizenship. And the face-off, Miller, it's played back, but it's a little bit out of reach for the U.S. defense. I think that was Werenski, so now they have to take it from behind their own net. Now Werenski looking for some help, sends it, oh my gosh, all the way down. This is going to be an icing. That pass, that was not good. Werenski getting a little bit too bold there. Now Canada's going to have a face-off deep in the U.S. zone, and now McKinnon and company will come on. So most likely that's going to be, what would that be? McKinnon, Crosby, and Reinhart. All right, here's the face-off. Crosby controls it, plays it back to Sanheim, blocked in front, and the puck nearly given away to McKinnon. And he tries a little cross shot. It was either knocked away or it hit the post, but no goal. And now the U.S. starts to come back. Here's Miller. This is 2-on-2. They got numbers. Boldy skates it over to the middle, looking for room. Try to pass, but that was knocked away. Waited a little bit too long there. Now Canada sends it back around as they go off for a change. U.S. with a little bit of open ice in that chance, but not enough. Oh, Binnington got run into down on a knee. He's back up. Shot deflected wide. Canada with it. Looks like it's Marchand. Plays it deep as Faber and Jarvis come together behind the goal. It looks like we have a stop here. This might be our first penalty of the game. And, yeah, it's going to be or it looks like it was played with a high stick, actually. So Larkin had it basically right in front of the net. Reinhardt knocked it loose. Yeah, there was a little bit of contact there between, who's that, Nelson? Yeah, between Brock Nelson and McKinnon. All right, so the U.S. has won 7 straight faceoffs. Make it 8. What the heck just happened? Canada won 8 of 9. U.S. won 8 straight. It's crazy. U.S. behind the own goal. They try a wraparound shot. They score! It's Brady Tkachuk. Play Freebird. Puck sent around the net. Matthews has it out in front, and Tkachuk just kind of pokes it over the shoulder of Binnington. All right, can't play too much more. We'll get I'll probably get flagged for it. So Brady Tkachuk, 2:59 to go in the first period, knots the game up at 1 apiece. Good position by Taves and McCarr. Just the pass was put right in the right spot by Matthews. Tkachuk's 3rd goal of the tournament. Ah, there we go. See, they always come back. And now it's Zach Werenski with the puck behind his own goal. And the U.S. starts the way back across center ice, deflected all the way down. Oh, nearly came loose, but Canada will maintain control. Harlan nearly lost it there. Canada comes across, but it looks like it's offside. So 2:36 to go in the first period, and the game is tied at 1. They're going to show another replay. Yep. Yeah, Stone, Taves, Point, they're all like right there, but Tkachuk just used that size, use that skating ability to park himself right in the perfect spot. And just a little flutter job right into the top corner of the net. Brady Tkachuk this tournament, 3 goals, 13 shots, and a tournament high 17 hits. Wow. All right, 2:30 to go. Puck played back to center ice. Canada trying to work their way in. Devin Taves takes it across the blue line, plays it back to Crosby. Doesn't work, and the U.S. will backhand it back into the neutral zone. Canada now plays it down. McKinnon rushing. Shot from the side, knocked away by Hellebuck. Now puck comes loose. Reinhardt with a shot. Save! Nearly a rebound, but the U.S. gets it back out, gets it over to center ice. Good save by Hellebuck, one of his best so far. And now Boldy comes across the center line with Miller, tries a pass, but there were 3 Canadian defenders in the way. That wasn't going to work. Now we're seeing a little more physical side. Man, Tkachuk Trocheck just stood up Mark Stone. Very nice. Fox going in very deep against Point, all the way down by the goal mouth. Kreider tries a shot from the point, knocked away. Canada trying to rush back. Puck is knocked into the air, still in play, back out to the neutral zone. They play it behind the net. Hellebuck controls it. 1:25 to go here in the first period. Yeah, during intermission, we'll take a look at a few stats, see what goes on during the intermission. All right, McDavid works it deep in the corner, guarded, watched very, very tightly by Brady Tkachuk and Jacob Slavin. Less than a minute to go. Slavin plays it out for the U.S. Brady Tkachuk takes it across center ice, takes it and will play it down. Big hit by Tkachuk on Thomas Harley into the boards. Woo! Puck comes back out, though. 40 seconds to go here in the first period. Doughty with it. Gensel hits him. Gensel a good deal smaller than him. Hughes falls down trying to take it back. And, good bring up by Matthews. Canada could have had a break there. They could have had numbers. And now Gensel will slow it down. Play it back to Slavin with a long pass. It's tipped down. 10 seconds to go. And 5, 4, 3. And that's the end of the first period. Okay. So we go into the first period. Tied 1 goal apiece. There we go. All right, let's look at a couple of stats here. So to have about usually these breaks are a little bit over 15 minutes. U.S. no goals allowed after the first period of this tournament. So we look at the shots. They are 10 shots on goal apiece. Hits, U.S. with 13, Canada with 6. Canada's won 10 faceoffs to the U.S.'s 9. No penalties yet. Block shots, Canada with 7, U.S. with 5. U.S. with 8 giveaways, Canada with 7. This game really did turn kind of like about 7-8 minutes to go in the first period. U.S. was playing really, really sloppy. They were not winning faceoffs, but I really think they turned it up a little bit in that towards the back part of that first period. I'm going to take a look at the box score as well. Let's see if there's anything that stands out in particular. Jake Sanderson with 2 block shots for the U.S. Braden Point, 2 block shots for Canada. Jack Hughes with a couple giveaways, actually. All right. Let's see if everybody's got a bunch of shots. Sam Bennett, 3 shots on goal for Florida for Canada, and he's really being used in more of a checking role, but he's not afraid to take the puck to the net. He's playing with a lot of determination. Brady Tkachuk, the only American with multiple shots, he has 2. By the way, the goal was Tkachuk from Matthews. Just for the record, Tkachuk's 3rd of the tournament, Matthews' 2nd assist. All right. Now let's see right now. Let's see how the Knicks are doing. 73-72. All right, Knicks up by 1. Without Hart and without Anunoby. All right, let's see if there's anything, see if there's any analysis, anything interesting going on here. We can give any more info about this, but yeah, pretty entertaining first period, I would say. I think the U.S. took the U.S. a little bit longer to really get into it. What the Looks like Igor Shesterkin's actually at the Knicks game tonight, not watching the finals. All right. I like it, John. I'm not going to mention, but one certain country music star. Give me a yeehaw if you're a hockey fan tonight. Yeah, I love how so many people are into this. It's so cool. Hopefully they'll stay into it, though. That's the key. Yeah, interesting news in the world of baseball, by the way. ESPN and Major League Baseball will sever their partnership after the 2025 season. I don't think there's any doubt that baseball is not a part. All ESPN really cares about, let's be honest, is basketball and football. They think those are the only sports that the United States of America really cares about. You know, hockey, baseball, very, very limited. You know, I think it's really unfortunate because what I'm worried about is now it's going to go to streaming. They'll have to get like some other random streaming package to watch, like the Mets or something. Can't say that I'm very happy about that. So, not that ESPN had the best coverage anymore, but it's kind of unfortunate. All right, looks like they're showing some. Yeah, looks like they're showing. Time to show some highlights. Very, very exciting. And by the way, again, if you happen to miss that national anthem, look it up on YouTube. It was amazing. Yep, Steve Levy, Mark Messier, and PK Subban doing their Geico analysis. Oh, looks like in the world of wrestling, The Rock is going to be on SmackDown tomorrow night. Oh, I think the WrestleMania build is about to get a little bit more exciting. Pretty cool that Jalen Brunson actually came to the Garden tonight wearing an Adam Fox USA jersey. Pretty neat. Very, very neat. All right. Wow. Actually, earlier tonight in TD Garden, they played the entire Herb Brooks Miracle speech. Very, very nice. I wonder if they dubbed in, I'm sick and tired of hearing about what a great hockey team the Canadians have. Screw them. This is your time. Now go out there and take it. You know, you got to edit out Soviets in this case. So hopefully they did. Uh, all right. Second period starts in a little bit under 9 minutes. So buckle up, refill your drink, visit the John, get your snack, do whatever you got to do to get ready. Uh, my friend just asked me outside. He asked me a football question. Outside of quarterback, what position on the Jets offense needs the most work this offseason? Tight end, top to bottom. Complete overhaul on that tight end position. But just another note on, I want to say this decision. I kind of criticized it earlier that the U.S. decided to sit Kyle Connor of the Winnipeg Jets. He actually is the leading goal scorer among all Americans this season, 30 goals, and tied for the most points on the team with 69, tied with Jack Eichel. And they benched him in this game. I just don't know if I really understand that. So I think Tom, looks like the NHL website had that stat. I think it's a very, very noteworthy stat. So after doing a quick interview with Brady Tkachuk. All right. Yeah, appreciate everybody stopping by in the chat. Yeah, I've had a bunch of people kind of like in and out tonight. Yeah, I know we had like 10, 11 people at one point. So it's been pretty good. Yeah, pretty good turnout. About 5 minutes to go till the second period, folks. Now, what I want to see in the second period, I want to see the U.S. continue to play the same way they did the last 7 or 8 minutes of the first period. Go to the net. Don't be dangling too much. Especially with some of the size that you have, utilize that. I think the beginning of this game was not very physical. I didn't see a whole lot of hitting, but it gradually picked up as the period went on. I think as this game goes on, you're going to see it get more and more physical. Also, respect to Dallas Cowboys guard Zach Martin, who's retiring. 11 great years, absolutely going to the Hall of Fame, 7-time first-team All-Pro, tied for the most by any guard ever. So, respect to Zach Martin, still retiring at the top of his game. So, much respect for him. And it's nice that PK actually dressed somewhat decently for a change. Somewhat. Yeah, didn't get too crazy there. There are a couple Canadian Finns that look like they could eat a salad perfectly without the dressing on it. Oh, my gosh. All right, looks like they're going to another commercial, and we should be ready to go in just a couple of minutes. All right, 2.5 minutes to go. All right, I think let's go ahead and switch the display. There we go. All right, so quick recap of the first period. No penalties, no power plays as a result. Canada gets the scoring started, 4:48 in. Nathan MacKinnon is fourth of the tournament. Assists from Thomas Harley and Sam Reinhart. And then the U.S. ties it back up with 3:08 left in the first period. Brady Tkachuk scores his third goal right in front of the net on an assist from Austin Matthews, his second of the tournament. And remember, we've said this, the U.S. typically starts a little slow, but they come from behind and finish very, very strong. Canada, they they have not been all that great after the first period. They tend to kind of get worse. They tend to go downhill as the games go on. Remember, I said this at the top of our show tonight. In the first 3 games, Canada in the first period outscored their opponents 6-1. In the third period, they were outscored by that same 6-1 margin. All right, looks like we are back on the air, about to start the second period. All right. Go, go, USA, go. See if ESPN has any stats. Nah, not really. They're just going to sort of break down the goals yet again. Yeah, quick hello to everybody hanging out in the chat. You got thoughts on the game? Then yeah, feel free to throw them right down there in the comments. Basically, I feel like I'm talking to a camera, which I am. Okay, so got that. Let's put up there's the game cast. There we go. All right. And players take the ice for the second period. And, this is interesting. We have Austin Matthews and Matthew Tkachuk on the ice at the same time for the U.S. So Matthews is skating in between the Tkachuk brothers, not Jack Eichel. This is a change. Okay. U.S. really going to front load it. Canada counters with their checking line with Hagel, with Marner. And remember, the U.S. is not allowed a goal after the first period this tournament. And I'm not a jinx. I don't have that kind of power. Hanifin on Fox on defense for the U.S. Canada tries a shot from the point, knocked down by Matthews. U.S. works it back out to center ice. They send that down. Binnington plays it over to his left. Binnington may have been knocked down. Someone was knocked down for Canada. The camera shifted really quickly there. Matt Boldy watching Mitch Marner very, very close. Canada will send it all the way down. U.S. tries to clear but can't. Shot by point is knocked down by Boldy. And he tries to backhand it, but he's being watched very closely by 2 Canadian forecheckers. Quick shot is knocked away into the corner. Canada off to a pretty hot start here in the second period. Another shot. Crosby tries the deflection, but Faber in good position to prevent him from sending it on goal. And now Gensel, almost got the puck loose. Couldn't quite do it right outside the board, right outside the blue line. And we got a battle right outside the blue line, but the U.S. comes away with it. Slavin over to Faber. Can't get it past center ice. Now Canada will start back. It's Crosby. Tries a shot. Slavin knocks it away. Good positioning. Point sends it back behind the net. Faber takes it away. Now it's Slavin behind the net, and he's pursued by McKinnon. He will have to send it out to center ice. Remember, second period, you got that long change now. So it's a little tougher to change players than it is in the first or third period. You got to be really, really precise here. Miller with a nice forecheck right there. Backhand shot from the point, knocked down by Drew Doughty. And it's sent back around the board to Hellebuck. Sanderson will set it down. Now it's Werenski over to Miller. Backhander taken away by Crosby, but the puck's knocked away by him. And now the U.S. tries to start back. And somebody got knocked down for the U.S. May have been Hughes. This might. We got a stoppage here. It was actually J.T. Miller. He's getting up gingerly. He's skating off. It might have been his left arm. Hard to see exactly what that was, but yeah, he definitely got hit. It went down into the boards, so hopefully he's okay. I'll have to watch, see when he comes back on the ice for his next shift here. All right, 2:23 to go. They're going to show the replay here. It looks like he actually got hit by a stick by Reinhardt, and there was no penalty called. Wow. That could have very easily have been a penalty. And look, to me, from what I could tell, ESPN only showed it once, but it looked like a stick. It looked like almost like a stick to the face. All right, we resume play. Parayko watching Austin Matthews deep in the U.S. zone. Matthew Tkachuk takes it from behind the net. Out in front, Binnington covers up. Man, it's like the Tkachuks are the only ones who will go to the front of the net for the U.S. So the puck went off Binnington's stick, off Sandham's backside, and right back to Binnington, and he covered up quickly. It's like Tkachuk was going for the deflection off the goalie and then in the net. Didn't quite work. But it does result in a face-off deep in the Canadian zone. So, yeah, this Matthews-Tkachuk line, not looking too bad right now. Not looking too bad. All right, the face-off is controlled by Canada. Send it back out to the neutral zone. They play it around. Werenski tries to tip it. Pass the Canadian forward. He can't do it. Now Boldy will work it out for the U.S. Comes across center ice, sends it deep. Jake Gensel in hot pursuit for the U.S. He's watched closely by Cale Makar. Out in front, and McDavid takes it away, and he's skating with some speed. Takes it down the ice, plays it deep. And now it's a battle behind the net. And here's Stone, comes loose with it. Saved by Hellebuck. Good save. Puck comes back loose again. Stone. Shot out in front. The puck goes wide. Oh, so close. So close for Canada. Now McDavid will send it deep again. Tries to generate more. It's been working so far, but Jake Sanderson says no. He skates it right back out, and the U.S. will go for a change, and they could use that change. Canada comes right back. Shot. Marner tried to deflect. It didn't quite work, and now the puck comes back out. Gensel sends it out. Sends it. Not a little bit. Yeah, Trocheck really didn't have much of a chance at that one. And now Harley plays it down ice for Canada, goes all the way down. There won't be an icing off this one. Looks like the pass was deflected. Favor avoids the check from who was that? Oh, that was Brandon Hagel. All right. Faber back behind his own net, plays it over to Slavin. Try to play it to Trocheck. He was knocked down by Parayko. Shots 14 for Canada, 10 for the U.S. 4.5 minutes gone in the second period. 1-1 the score. And here's Adam Fox, tries to play it out. McKinnon stops it, sends it back in, and now the U.S. works its way back. Jack Hughes was working it down, and McKinnon hit him hard. I swear, Jack Hughes has spent more time on the ice, down on the ground on the ice than on his skates. Shot from the point, deflected. Shot saved by Binnington. Behind him for the puck, but it's in the corner. And now the puck is sent out of play. I don't think that's going to be a delay of game penalty. Very good chance there for the U.S. They're going to show a replay. So Werenski has it. Oh, they're showing first how the puck came loose from behind the net. Stone had it right in the corner. Couldn't put it home. Then McDavid's deflection, which was stopped by Hellebuck. Oh, yeah, that was Hughes. Hughes with a good chance, and Binnington made the save, but then he didn't know where the puck was. U.S. controls the face-off. Backhand pass by Brady to Matthew, but it was a little bit behind him. If that pass was on, Matthew had a point-blank chance from Bennington's left side. Puck back out to center ice, taken away by Marchand. Knocked loose. That was a defensive zone turnover by the U.S. Good thing for them they didn't get burned. Now Brady with it, plays it back to Jake Sanderson. Plays it back behind the goal again to Zach Werenski, looking for a way to get out of it. Said Jarvis says, you can send it out, but I'm going to lay a check on you just in case, so you know I'm here. Now we have a stoppage, and we got a little bit of a tussle here. Looks like it's Taves and Brady Tkachuk. Linesmen get in the way immediately. They don't want this to. They don't want this to turn into another fighting Beantown. All right. So 14-13 to go here in the second period. Shots 14 for Canada, 11 for the U.S. So let's see. Let's see who comes on now. Looks like it's going to be the McDavid line. For Canada and the U.S., looks like there's a false start on that face-off. So we're going to do that one over again. There's a Ranger fan and a Panthers fan right behind the U.S. bench. They're both wearing Make America Great Again hats. Wow. All right, this face-off controlled by Canada. Hartley tries to get it out. Matt Boldy trying to keep it in. But it is knocked into center ice. The U.S. will play it back down. Bennington slows it down for Hartley, who sends it back around to Doughty. U.S. stops at center ice. Gensel takes it across the blue line, plays behind the... Jake Gensel has not been that noticeable yet in this game. Now we get a little pushing match with Thomas Harley. And their teammates come in a little bit. Oh, a little shove there by Boldy. Mark Stone as well. Both teams jawing at each other a little bit. You feel like this is going to elevate any second now. It's like, how far can we take this without crossing the line? Again, we played almost half this game and still no penalties taken. So we got a TV timeout. All right. See if I get kind of an update on JT Miller. Haven't seen him back in the game yet. After he got hit. And I gotta say, I think right now the most disappointing American is Jack Hughes. He has been getting pushed around, knocked down, and quite easily, as a matter of fact. Hey, Scott Foster, how you doing tonight? Yeah, watching the game. I hope you're enjoying it. Yeah, definitely a regular of our Wednesday night live show. Always appreciate when Scott drops by. All right. All right, so now Emily Kaplan interviewing Mike Sullivan. Just turned on at the end of the first period. All right, good deal. Okay, let's do a little reset there. There we go. A little protein drink swig here. So let's see what the U.S. continues to do here with their line combinations. They've been willing to switch it up a little bit, but this is the first time we've seen Austin Matthews as their center. All right, face-off in the neutral zone, controlled by the U.S. Faber plays it down as he's hit hard. Yeah, the physicality is definitely picking up, guys. We're going to see. I think we're going to see a power play before too long here. I can't tell you for who, but it's going to happen pretty soon. McDavid getting very close in on Hellebuyck, trying to knock the puck loose, but it's knocked away. No harm, no foul. And oh man, this is picking up. U.S. sends that pass too far down. It's going to be an icing, and the faceoff will come all the way down in the U.S. zone. Okay, 13:20 to go here in the second period. The U.S. with control of the puck down low. Reinhart tries to knock it loose for Canada. It goes over to Slavin. He sends it around the boards. Canada keeps it in, but Boldy takes it away from Crosby, and a long pass by Boldy to Gensel is knocked down. Cale Makar takes it over to Reinhart, back to Makar. Passes over to his line mate, Devin Taves. And sent across, but was that offside? No, not quite. All right, that was close. Reinhart tries a backhand pass, knocked down by Slavin. Laid out for that one. And now the U.S. will start back. Here comes Boldy. He's got Matthew Tkachuk with him. He will knock it down and go to the bench for a change. Brady Tkachuk with the forecheck. Now plays it out to the point. Werenski, wrist shot save. Rebound by Matthews. Knocked down. Jake Sanderson, 2-1 USA. Point free. Oh, you could see it coming. The backhand by Matthews on goal was knocked away by Parayko on the backhand, but right in position it kind of went up into the air. Jake Sanderson comes right in and slams it right past Jordan Binnington, and it's a 2-1 U.S. lead. Woo! Here we go. 12:15 to go here in the second period. 2-1 U.S. on top of Canada. We keep saying it, guys. Canada tends to do their scoring at the very beginning of the game. The U.S. comes back. It's like the script writes itself. And now here's Hughes, who once again falls down on us. I can't watch Jack Hughes anymore. Oh, my God. The one time I'm trying to rip for the guy, he's been hideous. Canada works it back down. Oh, a little bit of nice little hit there on Cirelli, but who's 15? Oh, that was Hannafin. Yeah, I couldn't remember who 15 was, but Noah Hannafin, who's playing alongside Adam Fox. Very good hit there. And now the U.S. works it back across. Here's Chris Kreider. Puck knocked loose by Drew Doughty. Comes back out to center ice. And now Trocheck will knock it down, and he will run Doughty right into the boards. Sam Bennett takes over. Oh, taken away by the U.S. Matthew Tkachuk. Knocked back into the corner. Oh, looks like Trocheck. Okay, Trocheck was knocked down. Then he tricked one of the Canadian players. We're going to have our first power play. I think it's going to be for Canada. Trocheck's going to get the penalty. Not good, because Trocheck is a very, very good penalty killer. Now, did Trocheck fall down on his own? So Doughty knocked Trocheck down to his knees, but his stick came loose against Bennett. He held it loose, and then Bennett with his skate knocked the stick loose. It's more like he got the retaliatory penalty. The penalty really could have been on Doughty, but they call it for Canada. So on the power play, it's Reinhart, McKinnon, Crosby, McDavid, and Makar. Killing the penalty for the U.S. will be Miller, Larkin, Slavin, and Faber. U.S. wins a big defensive faceoff and send it all the way down. U.S. yet to give up a power play goal. They are 7 for 7 on the kill. Canada has scored 1 power play. They have had 3 power plays in 3 games. That's it. Puck sent around the net to Reinhart. And now it goes back out to Makar at the right point. Miller watches him very close. Over to McKinnon at the far boards. Back to Makar. The wrist shot is the foot knocked away up into the netting. We'll have a stop. 1:27 to go here in the power play. 10:30 to go in the second. I can't imagine after 33 seconds we're going to see a change in personnel. Certainly not on the Canada side. Yeah, Miller and Larkin doing everything they can to not allow any room for these guys to operate. Canada controls the faceoff. Here's Makar trying to skate in. Shot knocked down by Eichel, but he broke his stick. So not only is it a power play, but one of the U.S. forwards does not have his stick. And with the long change, it's going to make it hard. U.S. needs a clear or a stop, and they need it fast. The pass was kicked by Eichel without a stick, deflected right over to the U.S. defenseman, knocked it all the way down. Huge, huge, huge moment for the U.S. They get a full change, first minute killed in the power play. Miller back on the ice along with Slavin, Faber, and I think that's Larkin. Miller knocks down Makar, but McKinnon controls back to Makar at center ice. McKinnon, wrist shot, save, rebound, knocked away by Hellebuyck. Puck is behind the net. McDavid with the pass behind, off the boards to McKinnon. Over to Makar. Here's Crosby. Now Reinhart at the far boards. Doesn't see any room. Skates around with it. Makar. Over to Crosby at the near boards. It's knocked loose. And the U.S. goes the other way. They have a 2-on-1. Miller with the pass. Shot. Save. That was Larkin. The U.S. was a little bit out of gas on that one. Miller tries another shot, saved by Binnington from the side with 8 seconds to go. Yes, the U.S. had a 2-on-1, but Miller and Larkin were about out of gas. They just didn't have too much to give. So on Makar's shot, that's when Eichel initially broke his stick, and with his skate, he deflected the puck back to Slavin, who cleared it all the way down. Wow, what a penalty kill this is by the U.S. Very gutsy. 5 seconds to go in the power play as Canada starts down ice. And now Trocheck will come back onto the ice. And right out of the penalty box, he has it. Says it down ice, he goes off. Eichel with a hard hit on Harley into the boards. Canada sends it back out into the neutral zone. Here's Hannafin over to Fox. Sent all the way down. This is going to be an icing. Pass was too far. .844 to go in the second period. U.S. 2, Canada 1. Shots 15 apiece. Every now and then, I got to be honest, I'm checking my bingo card. Not too bad. Got a couple 3 in a rows here. Yeah, a couple of 3 in a rows. All right. Okay, so the faceoff will be in the U.S. zone, Hellebuyck's left. And it looks like it's going to be Cirelli against, I think that's Eichel. And the U.S. controls this one. Man, the U.S. has gotten so much better at faceoffs. Parayko can't control it, and now here come the Kachucks. Shot, save. That was actually Vinny Trocheck. Vinny Trocheck and Brady Tkachuk were on together. Interesting. Sullivan really shuffling up these forward lines for the U.S. Really, really shuffling them. I'll tell you what, if on your bingo card you had Jake Sanderson scoring a goal, God bless you. I know I didn't. All right, we got a TV timeout here with 8:35 to go in the second period. Yeah, we knew this would be a tight game, and it certainly is. And by the way, if anybody's wondering if it's tied at the end of regulation, it will be standard 5-on-5 sudden death hockey. No shootout tonight. Thank you, Lord. All right, let's do it quick. I'll quickly pull up the team stats here. Let's see how this stands right now. U.S. Yep, we already talked about the shots on goal. U.S. a little bit ahead on hits. Canada, after winning 8 of the first 9 faceoffs, U.S. has definitely caught up there quite a bit. Canada over 1 on the power play. U.S. yet to get an opportunity there. Block shots pretty close. Takeaways good. Yeah, it's been very, very competitive, just about every way. Each team's had their moments. Certain players have stood out more than others. All right, let's go back to the game cast here. There we go. All right, looks like we're back. Oh, they're showing Sullivan going in the locker room.
Time to play. I'll take you back to the first conversation we had, right? The biggest challenge was becoming a team. You guys have done an unbelievable job at it. We are a team in the true sense of the word. We're embracing roles, whatever it takes to win, shift after shift. It's been an unbelievable ride here. Now it's time to finish the job.
Finish the job. Well said, Sully. I mean, it's amazing. He and Tortorella is one of the assistants, and Sullivan was a Rangers assistant under Tortorella at one time. It is cool rooting for players that you normally would never, ever root for. It is pretty good. All right, we are back underway. Jake Sanderson, who scored the go-ahead goal for the U.S., takes it from behind his net. U.S. will play that one all the way down. And now Canada will start back out with it. And it looks like we have a stoppage here. Oh, looks like we might be getting a little bit of a tussle here against the boards. Oh, okay. Looks like Marchand trying to stir shit up again because that's what he does. And it's his home barn, so he knows how to do it. Yeah, trying to go Brady Tkachuk into a fight, I guess. It's like, I'll take myself off the ice for 5 minutes if I can get Tkachuk off the ice for 5 minutes. Yeah, Marchand tried a shot. Matthews knocked it out of play. Then a little jaw jacking. Matthews with a little push on the shoulder from behind. And they're all making dinner plans, I guess. Probably at the Chart House up in Boston. I guess that's where they might go. All right, on the faceoff, we've got Miller and Matthews, it looks like. U.S. controls that one. 8:10 to go here in the second period. Faber with a long pass intended for Miller. Has to collect it in the corner, sends it back out around, and it misses everybody. Will go all the way down. Faber will collect it, and he gets hit by Crosby. Crosby took himself down. Pass out in the middle, goes all the way to the point. Taves to McCarr to McKinnon. Reshot save, rebound. Somehow that stayed out. That may have hit the post. The way it came out, it might have hit the post. Puck now back into the neutral zone. Only thing is we don't have sound. You can't hear the metal. Long pass to Stone, but that's going to be offside. Actually, that might have been a 2-line. Yeah, he was definitely offside. I want to see this again. There's the pass. There's the shot by Hellebuck. It's loose. Oh, it was knocked away by Slavin. It was, yep. Crosby had a shot, and Slavin just turned around and whacked it right out. Otherwise, Crosby had a wide open net, and this game would have been tied. I do not need to see Sidney Crosby score more goals in Canada versus U.S. games. I'll tell you that much. Scored the Olympic winner and the golden goal back in 2010 at the Olympics. Face off down in the Canada zone. Shot from Boldy is knocked away into the corner. And it's sent it on goal to Binnington. He will cover it up. 7:25 to go here in the second period. US 2, Canada 1. Here in the championship game of the Four Nations tournament. All right, here comes the next face-off. McDavid against Eichel. It's sent all the way down into the U.S. end. Canadian forecheckers. So the U.S. will send it all the way down. And it looks like this is going to be an icing as Harley touches up. And we have another stoppage. As ESPN shows the replay of the Jake Sanderson goal that gave the U.S. the 2-1 lead that they now hold. All right. Looks like it's going to be McDavid against Eichel on this faceoff. Sanderson has scored the first goal by USA defenseman in this tournament. And Sanderson takes it. We'll send it around the boards, and it goes out into the neutral zone. And here's Boldy. He's looking for Eichel's cutting cross, but it's poked away by Binnington into the corner. Now Canada will try to start back. It's Braden Point, watched by Zach Werenski. Knocked loose, Werenski with it. Gives it over to Larkin, who's being watched relentlessly by Braden Point. Really trying to force that turnover. Turn the pressure up on Larkin, but with Larkin's speed, he gets it all the way down. But skating 1-on-4, he gives it up. Now Point will start the other way for Canada. Canada with 4 skaters. The pass to McCarr goes off his skate. And Hannafin takes down Cirelli. And the U.S. will try to start back. Not a lot of room to work with. Brady Tkachuk pins it against the boards on the blue line. Cirelli and Hagel are on him. Larkin nudges it back into the offensive zone. And JT Miller with it for the USA. And now Parayko will take it back for Canada. Gives it over to Cale Makar. Makar sends it deep. 6:07 to go here in the second period. And now Mitch Marner leads the Canadian rush across the ice. Quick pass, shot, score! It's Sam Bennett off a good pass from Marner. Bennett had room. I told you he's been very noticeable in this game. At one point, he was leading Canada in shots. And this one, he gets to go home. The pass didn't get all the way to Miller. Marner skated in. Brock Nelson was playing on the outside. Bennett worked his way in from behind. And he was able to deposit the puck right over Hellebuck's shoulder. So, not good defensive coverage there by the U.S. So, with 6 minutes to go, we have a 2-2 score. Bennett's first of the tournament. And we have another stop here as Hellebuck loves it. All right, go to another commercial. Looks like the Knicks and Bulls are going to overtime. Well, what the frickin' do? Okay. All right, we knew this wouldn't be easy. All right, 5:51 to go here in the second period. Binnington with 16 saves. Hellebuck with 16 saves on 18 shots each. Seems to be a pattern there. Oh, man, I don't know if I could take overtime if it comes to that. You wonder if at some point the U.S. will get to the power play, though. They have not drawn a power play yet in this game. All right, so the faceoff will be down in the U.S. zone. As they're going to show the Canada goal again. Oh, great. Yeah, the pass was intended for Miller. Bennett stopped the puck, and then they started back the other way. So, you could blame Fox on that, but I'm blaming Nelson on that goal. Yeah, at some point, somebody needs to take a run at Bennett. Somebody needs to knock Bennett in the middle of next week. He got on my nerves enough this past year in the Eastern Conference Finals. It's time for somebody to send him a little message. And here's Harley from the right point. Shot deflected wide into the corner. And Slavin with the long pass. Stopped at center ice. Canada comes back. It's a 3-on-2. McKinnon, shot. Save Hellebuck. Goes back behind the corner. Reinhart with a hit on Brady Tkachuk. Faber tried to skate it out. It stopped up, and he stopped there by Crosby. Lost his stick for a minute. Tries to kick it back into play. And now Canada will go off for a change. Slavin and Faber wait for their U.S. teammates to change up at forward. And now they will start back. Canada playing back at this point. Oh, until now, almost a 3-on-1, but the pass was a little bit behind McDavid. That was a near 3-on-1 for Canada. We got to stop there. 4:56 to go here in the second period. 2-2 the score. All right, so this faceoff will be in the neutral zone. It'll be Eichel, and Brain Point gets waved out. Second time that's happened tonight. Now McDavid will step in instead. I feel like I haven't really called Jake Gensel's name more than like one time tonight. Gensel's got to do something. He's had a very good tournament, but I think he's been rather quiet in this game. He has not been very noticeable. Matt Boldy with the puck for the U.S. in his own zone, looking for some room to skate it out. Mark Stone and Brain Point watch him. He dumps it deep. And there's Gensel trying to go in, but McCarr sends it around to Devin Taves. And Canada will work it back. And the U.S. stops them there, and they send it back down. This is on goal. And Eichel skates right in on Binnington, and Binnington has to cover up. So there'll be a face-off down in the Canada end of the ice. 4:25 to go. Good job by Eichel. Turn up the pressure a little bit on Binnington, just letting him know that he is not alone. Little things make a difference. Binnington was looking for a chance to play that puck, to shoot it out to one of the Canadian skaters, but Eichel said, "No, you don't. We're going to have a stop right now." So Miller versus Point on the faceoff. Miller controls it for the U.S., and down goes Hughes. And there's no penalty on Canada. There should be, though. A blatant penalty, and the Boston crowd is not happy. Wow. And now the puck deep in the Canada zone behind the net. Miller can't quite handle the pass from Nelson, and now McCarr will send it back into the neutral zone. Miller dumps it in as two players go tumbling down to the ice, and they both go off for changes. And now the puck looks like this is going to be an icing on the USA. Absolutely should have been a penalty there on Canada. No doubt about it. I haven't seen Trocheck in a while. I wonder if he's still what's going on there. Okay, 3:50 to go here in the second period. Face-off down in the U.S. end to Hellebuck's left. Sorelli nearly controls the face-off, but it's shoveled out by the U.S. Back it goes into their own zone. They're in control, though. Here comes Hannafin trying to settle it down. He goes off for a change, and now it's Colton Parayko for Canada, who starts to skate down over center ice into the blue line. Puck knocked away, and now it's Slavin for the U.S. Tries a long pass for Eichel, goes off his stick. And Canada sends it back up into the neutral zone. Oh, there's Trocheck. Back with it. Over to Miller. Comes loose. And Seth Jarvis gets knocked down there by Chris Kreider. The U.S. takes it into the corner. Larkin gets hit hard. Marchand with it. Knocks that one loose. Oh. And we have a stop here. What happens here as the camera zooms in on Chris Kreider? Good hit by Kreider on Jarvis a moment ago. Yeah, knocked him down, shoulder on shoulder. Definitely a clean hit. All right, 2:52 left here in the second period. I guess the U.S. felt they needed a little bit more of a physical edge, which is why they played Kreider over Connor. But tie game like this, you want the leading goal scorer on your team in the lineup. I just don't understand benching him. Now the puck shoveled down the ice, and Brady Tkachuk with a hard hit on Drew Doughty. Werenski will keep it in the zone, tries to backhand it, but it comes right back out. Shoots it back down again off the ice hard, off the boards hard, and here comes Thomas Harley. Austin Matthews watches him. He turns back around, gives it over to Doughty, who plays it off. It's sent off the boards, down to Hellebuck. He'll knock it over. Kept in by Nathan McKinnon. Back around the boards for Matthew Boldy. Up, passes loose. Sent over to Reinhart, but the pass was off his stick as he was making his way right in front of Hellebuck. Another pass across the ice. In front, deflected into the boards. Canada putting on a little bit of pressure here. McCarr skating, watched by Gensel. And the U.S. forces the turnover. They send it back down. Offensive zone time, Canada 8:54. The U.S. just over 6 minutes. Minute 30 to go in the second. Slavin plays it deep, dumps it down. Trocheck going for it against Parayko. He gets a little bit of help, and here's Sam Reinhart for Canada, weighing his options. Over to McDavid. Dangle skates in front of the ice. Shot was slowed down. Hellebuck able to knock it away. McDavid hasn't had a whole lot of room to operate tonight, but he had some space there, but it was knocked around just in time. Miller backhands the puck out of the zone. 19 shots apiece for both the U.S. and Canada. 1 minute to go in the second period. 2-2 the score. Now Braden Point and Mark Stone work the puck deep in the corner for Canada. They send it out, and the puck is knocked loose. Here comes the U.S. Dylan Larkin sends the pass over, and it's shot up into the crowd. That was Brady Tkachuk with the defensive knock out of the zone. Man, Brady Tkachuk just doing everything in this game. Didn't play in that Sweden game. Man, he looks fresh. He looks ready. And a good job. I think that was either Trocheck or Slavin who got their puck on that stick. Yeah, Tkachuk with a shot, and it was Harley who deflected that puck into the stands. 42 seconds left. This faceoff will be down in the Canada end to Binnington's left. And we had a false start on that faceoff. Looks like it's Bennett and Eichel, both wearing the number 9 tonight. And faceoff comes loose, controlled by the U.S. Here's Adam Fox. Dangles looks to Matthew. Up. And the shot is deflected right over to Anthony Cirelli, who will skate it out and knock it down. 30 seconds to go. Canada comes back the other way. Shot on Hellebuck, deflected wide. Hagel over to Cirelli. Backhands it over to the left point. Taves, McCarr. Watch closely by Brady Tkachuk. McCarr continuing to dangle. Eichel now watches him. 9-10. Shot from the point, deflected into the corner. Canada trying to get a late rush here. Backhander in front. Knocked down by the U.S. They'll take it into the corner, and that will conclude the second period of action. All right, end of the second, and it's 2-2. So 1 goal apiece in the first, 1 goal apiece in the second period. Let's look at a couple of stats here. Third period goal differential, Canada is -5, U.S. is +5. So the odds seem to favor the States. All right, for shots on goal, Sam Bennett with a team high 6. For the U.S., looks like it's Dylan Larkin with 3, who has the most. Jack Eichel, 3 block shots for the U.S. For Canada, Braden Point with 2. Canada, doesn't really stand out one way or another. All right. See if anything really stands out in the face-off department here. Not so much for Canada. Michael, 7-9. JT Miller doing very well. 6 for 2 on faceoffs. 6-2 on faceoffs. So good job by JT in that spot. And let's go over to some team stats. See what we can find. Yep, we told you 19 shots apiece. U.S. with a big edge on the physical part of the game. 23 hits to 15. Canada slightly ahead on faceoffs. U.S. still yet to get to the power play. U.S. had blocking more shots, but they are giving the puck away a little bit more than you would like. All right. Okay, so let's go back there. Okay. Let's get about 15 minutes before we resume action here. And it looks like the Knicks won in overtime. Very nice. And now it's off to Cleveland tomorrow. So, good win. Good win. Let's see. I'm seeing from a Steelers podcast that Justin Fields' Jets interest feels real. I bet they outbid the Steelers. Yeah, who knows? You can't be serious. Looks like Matthew Chuck missed some time here, I'm seeing. Here it's good. All right, 10 minutes to go till third period begins.
Canada's going to need some depth scoring in their lineup today. Sure enough, game with the depth scoring there. Hopefully, that's enough to get the team good Canada going. Let's go. That's like plus $1 million, I think, too. $1 million. They're working on you, man. You're up to $1 million. The one year. Well, let the bear do it. The second report. It's not discovered. The official credit for the NHL. 2-2 on our way to the third. Should be a
Oh, man, let's get this third period going already. Still got 9 minutes to wait, guys. Yeah, both USA goals were scored by Ottawa Senators. How messed up is that? Oh, I just realized I misspelled Canada here. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Can't change the title. Dang it. Go back and update it later. There we go. I think one of the biggest concerns I have as I'm thinking about this third period here, I feel like the U.S. is getting pushed around in certain aspects, certain players, particularly guys like Jack Hughes. Just not happy with what I'm seeing from him at all. And I expect more from it. Adam Fox has never looked right since he hurt his knee last year. He's just not been the same player. Hey, Jets Mess, how you doing, man? Hope you're having a good night. Welcome to the live stream as we're tracking USA versus Canada, the championship match in the Four Nations tournament. So, hey, 2-2 going to the third period. I guess it's only right that the game's tied, right? So, yeah. It'd be really great if we could get inside those locker rooms and hear what Sullivan is saying to the U.S. team and what Cooper's saying to the Canada team. It's been pretty good. Hey, we got a nice bunch of folks just joined us in the chat tonight. How you guys doing? Yeah, I'm sure hit that thumbs up. Yeah, got any thoughts? Got any questions? Anything on your mind while we're in intermission? Yeah, the floor is yours. One thing to watch, though, Matthew Tkachuk missed about 7-8 minutes of the second period. So definitely want to watch to see if he comes back on the ice. Yeah, he did not play. He's played 6:47 tonight, to give you an exact count. Did not play about the last 7 or 8 minutes of the second period. So that is a definite concern. That might be, so I guess that's the reason why Sullivan keeps switching the lines up. Again, I wonder if Tkachuk has really gotten over his injury. I guess that's not quite the case. Hey, Mega Puck, how you doing? Go US. That's right. 20 minutes to go, and the way this game is going, it could be enough with one more goal. You never know. Looks like they're interviewing. Looks like they're going to interview Sanderson. Well, I guess they didn't count on that one happening. So let's see. If the U.S. wins, I guess Canada becomes the 51st state, right? See what happens. Okay, so Matthew Tkachuk did come back on very late with like 3 minutes. He did come back onto the ice. Okay. All right, but we'll see how much time he does wind up on the ice in the third period, though. Tired of the Canucks bragging about how great they are. Time for the U.S. to win this thing. Yeah, Megan, did you know that they actually played the entire Herb Brooks speech from Miracle in the Garden before the game started? Played the whole thing. I'm sick and tired of hearing about what a great hockey team the Canadians have. Screw them. This is your time. Go out there and take it. All right, less than 5 minutes to go. Guys, I'll be right back. Just going to get a quick, got to fill up my water bottles. So back in like 1 minute. Okay, there we go. Thanks, Mega Puck. I appreciate the compliment. So, for anybody who is maybe checking the channel out for the first time, the New York Sports WickerMedia channel, we just hit the 1,000 subscriber mark this week. I do various videos, mostly on the Mets, the Jets, the Rangers, and the Knicks. But if anything moves me in the world of New York sports, I will talk about it. Sometimes even a little pro wrestling once in a great while. It's just whatever moves me. And we do our Wednesday show every Wednesday night live. We've done 82 episodes of that, and that is at 6 p.m. Eastern every week. And the bulk of that content tends to be about the New York Jets, since that's where the bulk of the audience tends to be. We do a whole lot of Jets talk. This past week, we broke down tight ends who might be available in free agency and in the draft. And during that show, I do a little 3 and out segment where I'll talk about just various things that I could touch on real quick. That tends to be the time I talk most about the Yankees and the Giants and teams like that. So I try to give most teams a fair amount of coverage. All right, a little over 2 minutes until we resume action and the third period begins. Oh, this is going to be good. And so a 5 mile an hour gust would knock over Jack Hughes. Absolutely true. Now, look, I am not a New Jersey Devils fan, obviously, but I really wanted to like Jack Hughes in this tournament, and he has been pathetic in this game. He has. I'm sorry. See if there's any more news coming out here. That doesn't seem to be. Yeah, that goal that Bennett scored was the first goal that the U.S. has allowed after the first period in the tournament. And remember, the U.S. has been a far, far, far better third period team in this tournament than Canada has. USA with a +5 goal differential, Canada with a -5 goal differential. And if I'm betting on one of these goalies, who am I going with? I'm going with Connor Hellebuck over Jordan Binnington. All right, 1 minute to go, guys. Here we go. All right, so let's go ahead and switch the display up. So let's put our overlay back up. There we go. Going to reset that. Quick refresher on the stats. Both teams 19 shots and 2 goals. U.S. with 23 hits. Canada with 15. Canada with a slight edge on faceoffs, but the U.S. doing much better in that department than they did to start the game when Canada won 8 of the first 9 faceoffs. U.S. with the edge on block shots, but they've been giving the puck away a little bit more than Canada has. It's time to go charge the net to get right after Binnington. Just work on drawing some power plays. I mean, for crying out loud, U.S. has not been on the power play yet in this game. This is pretty surprising. If you had told me there'd be only 1 penalty through the first 2 periods, I don't think I would have believed you. All right, testing real quick. How am I doing here with my bingo card? And not too great. Yeah. Jack Hughes goal to get a bingo. That'll be the day. Okay. As McDonough and Ferraro begin talking. Oh, great. There goes the camera. Okay. All right, guys. I'm still here. I'm still here. All right, just have to do this for the time being. Turn the background off. There we go. All right, we are back underway. Third period has now started. That Boston crowd's going nuts. McDavid tries to skate it in. U.S. takes it away quickly. Long pass out to Larkin. Sends it on goal from the side. Easily sticked away by Binnington. Canada trying to start back. Here's Devin Taves leading the rush. Werenski says, no, you don't. Pushes him right off of it. A little backhand. U.S. will start it back. Here comes Matt Boldy. Sends it back. Past Binnington and around the goal. Now Eichel with it. Pass to McKinnon. Or knocked away by McKinnon. Boldy works it over in the corner. Cale Makar tries to knock him off it. And he does. Reinhart. Clear, knock back down in the neutral zone. U.S. takes it back over. Werenski will send it off the boards into the Canada end of the ice. Canada starts back. Hagel tries a pass. Brock Nelson takes it away, gives it over to Adam Fox. Sends it, and it's sent right back down into the U.S. end again. Pass did not get through. Canada takes it back into their own end. Pass a little bit too far for Brandon Hagel. And now it's Noah Hannafin with a backhander around his own net. And the U.S. tries to work it out of the zone. And they do. Here's Matthews with a wrist shot. Knocked away by Drew Doughty. Shot never got through to Binnington. Canada, just works it down into the end. Played away by Hellebuck. U.S. sends it back out. Parayko now will take it in his own end for Canada. Gives it over to Travis Sanheim. Pass down to Brad Marchand is a little bit too far. Hellebuck will give it over to Slavin, who's hit quickly. Now there's a struggle in the corner for it, but the U.S. will take over. That was Bennett again with a hit. Man, Bennett's been all over the ice. Man, every team would want to have a player like Sam Bennett. Canada will start back. Here's Stone. Might have a step on Faber. He tries to pass into the middle off the backhand, but handled easily by the U.S. Backhand pass gets loose, and here comes the U.S. A backhand shot, save. Gensel gets stopped by Binnington. Good chance for the U.S. Brady Tkachuk with a good hit on McDavid there. Man, Tkachuk knows with McAvoy out, he's got to take more of that physical role. Braden Point couldn't handle the pass. Gensel had a little bit of a step. McCarr did kind of get back, though, to sort of disrupt his timing to where Gensel had to go backhand, and Binnington was able to anticipate the shot. Shots 20 for the U.S., 19 for Canada. 2:53 gone here in the third period. The score tied at 2-2. Faceoff comes loose. Sanderson knocks it back in, and Canada will clear to center. That was Crosby. Canada going off for a change now. Werenski skating in the middle of his own zone, looking for a play, gives it over to Sanderson, knocks it all the way down. Here's Gensel. Werenski, shot, save, and the rebound's knocked loose. Another great chance for the U.S., and Binnington comes up big. That was better than the last save that he had on Gensel. Reinhart skates it deep behind the U.S. zone. Sanderson knocks it loose. Now it's JT Miller. Passes it to the middle of his own zone. Long pass back to Miller. One defender to beat. Miller takes it back. Now he gives it up for Brock Nelson. Over to Sanderson, who's very deep. Canada takes it over, and they will play it back out. Hannafin tries to backhand it out of his own zone. He can't do it. Point was in position. U.S. will do it again. And Canada knocks it back into the U.S. zone as they go for a change. Here's Hughes. Plays it over to Matthews. Looked like he was looking for Brady Tkachuk so it's going to be Tkachuk with Matthews and Hughes right now. Hughes forces the good turnover forced by Matthews. Puck gets knocked back into the corner. Hughes battling point for it. Canada comes away with it. Tkachuk has it. He backhands it from his own blue line back into the Canada zone. U.S. will try to get some fresh players on. Hughes and Matthews are going to have to get off pretty soon. The defense changed, but not the forwards. Puck came across. Looked like it was offside, but it wasn't. Shot by Jarvis goes wide. Now the U.S. will get some new forwards on the ice. Okay. Puck pinned against the board behind the net to Hellebuck's left. Comes back out to the point. McCarr to Taves. Wrist shot. Saved by Hellebuck. He covers up. 14:53 left to go in the third period. The game tied at 2-2. Hey, Yeti. How you doing, man? Hope you're having a good night. Let's see. Think I could get this back on again? Maybe not. Okay, Canada controls the faceoff in the U.S. zone. Marner with the wrister in front, covered up by Hellebuck. They were really trying to get that deflection in. Didn't quite work. Man, this is getting intense. So Cirelli wins the faceoff for Canada. Back to Taves. Canada getting much more aggressive at throwing pucks at the net. Canada with a very aggressive forecheck, trying to knock Sanderson off the puck. They do. Marner with it. Back out from McCarr. Shot off the post! He hit the post! Oh, my goodness. U.S. comes back with it. Miller to Trocheck, sends it around the net. Nelson with the forecheck. That's knocked down. Here's Miller. Shot saved by Binnington. Their best chance of the period. Sanderson with the shot from the point goes wide. Nelson can't handle the pass from Trocheck. Yeah, Trocheck skating rather slowly. And now McCarr will reset behind his own net. Both teams go for a change. Man, Sullivan's going to wear Brady Tkachuk out. And speaking of Tkachuk, puck is floated back into the offensive zone. $13:30 to go here in the third period. Favorite tries a shot from the point, deflected back into the corner. Matthews in front! And Gensel is stopped. I don't know if he really got the shot off there. But a great chance for the U.S. there on that one. They've had 3 grade A scoring chances in the third period. As the stick goes loose, looks like it's picked up pretty quickly, though. All right, the U.S. has the puck back in their own zone. Werenski to Boldy, who skates into the Canadian end of the ice. He's taken down by Sanheim. Referees aren't going to blow their whistle. Oh, the puck comes loose, but there was no U.S. player in front to knock it home. Oh! Puck looked like it took a weird carom off the boards. But there was no U.S. player there to take advantage of it. Looks like we got to stop as the puck goes into the netting. With 7:19 gone in the third period. 2-2 the score. So we see the replay. McCarr deflected by Jarvis off the post. And it looks like Gensel, he almost got the shot off, but Bennington broke it up with his stick. Like their sticks came together right at the same time. And then Eichel was able to knock the puck loose from Bennington's left across. And if a U.S. player would have been there, he would have had an open net. Oh, man. It almost feels like next goal wins. Almost. So I'm gonna try this camera thing one more time. All right, there we go. All right, let's do a quick check of the stat line here. Look on team stats. 22 shots to 21 for the U.S. Still have the edge in hits. Faceoffs have kind of leveled out to a pretty consistent situation here. Only 1 penalty called in the game. That was on Vincent Trocheck. U.S. 16 block shots to Canada's 11. Each team with 5 takeaways. U.S., though, being a little bit more careless with the puck. 6 more giveaways. Okay. All right, as they're advertising the Stadium Series in Columbus between the Blue Jackets and Red Wings on March 1st. That should be pretty good. Being played at the Ohio State Football Stadium. So, that's going to be pretty huge. All right, here we go. 12:41 to go in the third period. Faceoff's going to be at center ice. It's going to be Jarvis and Matthews. And the U.S. controls it, but the puck gets sent all the way back into their own zone behind the goal line. Slavin goes back for it. Canada with an aggressive forecheck. U.S. sends it all the way out, and it looks like this is going to be an icing. And it will be. So U.S. has to keep their players on. Canada can make a change if they wish to do that. Man, what a tournament this is. No matter who wins the game, hockey won, and I guess that's really the most important thing. False start on that face-off. Now it's played, and the U.S. will come away with it. And it's Larkin. Skates across the Canadian end, shoots it down. And Canada works their way back. Here's Marchand. Gives it back to Jarvis. And Slavin blocks his teammate's shot. And it goes off into the boards, and that gets a big round of applause from the crowd in Boston. And Taves is down. He was basically covering the puck up. So I have a stoppage there. Yeah, Slavin was back. Faber worked his way back. And, yep, Slavin kicked the puck away with his right foot. Right off, yeah, it looked like the outside of his right calf is where it was. So there's a good amount of protection there, so he should be fine. Slavin has played nearly 20 minutes of ice time. He's not a very good offense. He's not going to put up a lot of points for you, but he will play solid, reliable defense for you all game long. Wonder how I'm doing on my bingo card. All right. Okay, 12:06 to go. McDavid controls the faceoff, and Harley will skate it all the way back into his own zone, gives it over to Drew Doughty with Boldy pursuing him. Brain point backhands it past Werenski all the way down. Here's Jake Sanderson behind the goal. Marner after him. The Canadians again with that aggressive forecheck, desperately trying to cause a turnover in the U.S. end. Marner with a pass, but it goes all the way through the ice, and the U.S. will clear it back out. Boldy trying to knock it loose from Doughty. Can't quite do it. And now Eichel will try to keep the Canadian attack honest as they try to send it deep. They do. And Jake Sanderson takes it for the U.S. Plays it off the boards past Crosby. JT Miller knocks the puck down, sends it around, and Colton Parayko takes it for Canada. Parayko will shoot it down, but not all the way. Slavin with a good job to keep it away from McKinnon. And here comes Miller again. It's a lot of skate the puck down, shoot it down, and try to create an opportunity. Miller with a shot. Looks like that one was blocked. Puck comes out of the zone, and Brock Faber with it for the U.S. Tries to pass to Nelson. Didn't really go anywhere. And now here comes the U.S. Jack Hughes with a shot. And looks like that was deflected into the netting. Let's score already. Yeah, that would be a nice idea. There we go. So the last time Tkachuk played was 3:22 left in the second. The last time Kreider played was 2:52 left in the second. Kreider's on the bench, though, and so is Tkachuk. They're both right there, but they have not gone back in the game. I wonder if it's a situation if the U.S. actually gets a power play, that's when you would see Kreider. All right, so I'm going to be Cirelli and Matthews. And actually, Larkin took the faceoff over Matthews. U.S. controls it. Fox passes it around the boards to Brady Tkachuk. Tkachuk trying to ward off Devin Taves. He has to backhand it around the net. 10:30 to go in the third period. And now Canada will start back with it. Here comes Cirelli with Hagel. Well guarded. U.S. has defenders back. Larkin takes Cirelli into the boards. Puck goes back around. Pass to Harley. Shot is blocked by Brady Tkachuk as he skates a little bit gingerly off the ice. Hagel passes it back. Harley at the left point. Over to Doughty. Matthews on him tight. Doughty skates in close, tries to pass. Doesn't work. Matthews will flick it high into the air. And well handled as Jake Gensel gets it. He dangles, but he can't quite get the shot off. He was skating against 3 Canadian defenders. Got a bit of a scoring chance on it. And we have a stoppage with 9:46 to go in the third period. U.S. 2, Canada 2. Jet Smith, look at Jet Smith. He gifted 5 memberships to our channel. Thanks so much, man. Thank you for doing that. And remember, with the memberships, you get emojis that you can use. More members we have, the more that we can create. So, and of course, you also get priority if you're a member for your comments. So you'll definitely go to the front of the line. So thanks, Jets, the OG of Wicker Pickers. So I definitely appreciate that. Yes. Here's the commercial for Wicked, which was yuck. Oh, the Oscars. Oh, whoop-de-frickin-do. Just what we all need to watch. All right, let's see what we can do. I don't know about you guys. I want to play Freebird one more time. So, and it looks like let's see our members: Sharon McLean, Tony Alexio, Wild Wave, Nate, and Stack. All the newest members of the New York Sports WickerMedia channel. Thanks, Jets Mess. Thank you so much for that. Okay. I can't handle the commercials anymore. Let's go! And a reminder, if this game does go into overtime, it will be 5-on-5 hockey, just standard playoff format. There's no 4-on-4. There's no 3-on-3. There's no shootouts. You wonder, though, is the U.S. really going to keep rolling with 10 forwards? Because the longer they do that, the more this is going to favor Canada. And right now, if you're looking at MVPs right now, I would probably say Nathan McKinnon for Canada and Connor Hellebuck for the U.S. Right now, those would be my MVPs, depending on who wins. All right, so Binnington plays the puck out to Reinhart. Gensel and Boldy on him quickly. And Canada's going to have to retreat back into their zone. Then it works his way out. U.S. takes it back in their own zone. And now Boldy skates over center, over to Eichel. He's watched closely by Taves. U.S. with it behind the zone. Can they start going to the net? Shot deflected into the corner. Quick camera cut there by ESPN. And here's a shot. Stick aside by Binnington. Another shot. That's knocked away as well. Slavin with the second one. But really no traffic in front of Binnington, no rebound opportunities. Got to get aggressive in these moments. One goal is probably going to make the difference at this point. And here's Larkin for the U.S. Plays it all the way in. Travis Sanheim was on him quickly, though. Now it goes back behind the net. Big battle for the puck behind. And now here's McDavid. Now it's Marner, tries for a long pass. Oh, he tried to thread that pass in between two U.S. defenders to Point. It didn't work. Now it's Point to McDavid. The pass goes off his stick. And Werenski's watching him. Puck goes to the front of the net, knocked away by the U.S. Marner was there, but he was well covered. Now it's Brady Tkachuk, hit from behind by McDavid. 8 minutes to go here in the third period. 2-2 the score. Here comes Harley for Canada. Long pass to Cirelli, watched by Noah Hannafin. Pass looked like it came out of the zone. The linesman said it stayed in, so not offside. U.S. takes over. Fox plays it back out for the U.S. And now Cirelli backhands it in for Canada all the way down. Hannafin plays it over to Fox. U.S. gets it back out to center ice. Canada will take back over as the States go for a change. Now it's Hannafin tries to send it back out. And here comes Chris Kreider trying to power his way to the net, but he isn't able to get far enough. Marchand comes the other way for Canada. U.S. with 3 defenders back. That one's knocked off. You're not going to find a lot of open ice here. It's bottom line. You got to fight for every inch. Slap shot, save, rebound. Send it to the corner. Very, very close. Here's Sanheim. Harley. And it's knocked over into the corner again. Sanheim's going to try it again. That shot goes wide. Canada maintains possession, though. Another shot goes wide, and Hellebuck's going to have to cover that one up. Canada getting the better play on that shift. 6:40 to go here in the third period. So Sanheim, Bennett taking shots, going wide right, though. They're Scott Norwooding those shots. You know what I'm talking about? All right. Looks like it's going to be McKinnon and Matthews on the faceoff. McKinnon controls it for Canada. McCarr to Taves. Shot knocked down. Larkin takes control. He's going to try to skate it out. McKinnon all over him. Larkin's going to have to send the puck deep. Binnington plays it off the boards. Larkin got a little bit of it, but not enough. Here comes Canada. They come back. It's Reinhart. Sanderson knocks him off the puck. Hannafin sends it around. So the U.S. changing defensive pairs as well. Here's Matthews. Over to Larkin, who has it in the and Canada takes it back away. They try a long pass. Gensel has control of it. Gives it back to Fox in his own zone. Over to Zach Werenski. U.S. really changing up their lines and their defensive pairs. Puck comes back to the point. Sanderson, the shot is knocked down. Looks like it was knocked down by Thomas Harley. Play back out in the neutral zone. Fox keeps the puck away from McDavid and sends it back down. 5:35 to go here in the third period. 2-2 the score. Canadians play it deep. McDavid had the puck around the net. Looks like he was going to skate around with it, but he lost control of it. Sends the pass over to Crosby. And now Jack Hughes comes away with it. A little bit of a dangle there by the U.S. by Eichel. He will send it down on goal to Binnington, and the U.S. goes off for a change. Hughes stays deep along with Brock Nelson as Drew Doughty tries to make a pass that's broken up in the neutral zone. Canadians backhanded down, and Faber will control it behind his own net. Trying to avoid Brandon Hagel with an aggressive forecheck. Mark Stone has the same idea. U.S. manages to get it to center ice, and Canada will play it back again. 4:35 left in the third period. 2-2 the score. The finals of the Four Nations Face-Off Championship. Quick shot, save. Kreider went for it. But Binnington had a pretty good view of that one. 4:29 to go. And it looks like we're going to take a timeout here. Well, at least Kreider's back on. We haven't seen Matthew Tkachuk in a while, though. Let's see. I'm going to check let's check the box score real quick here. Yeah, Matthew Tkachuk's only played 6:47 this game. And I mean, Chris Kreider's only played 6:19. Trocheck's played 8:15. The U.S. is essentially playing with, I would say, I'll be nice and say 10 forwards. I mean, Kreider finally got a shift, but he sat for a while. I mean, he just doesn't have the speed that some of these other players have. And again, still only one penalty in this game. That's it. Yeah, very, very cool indeed. Good move by Jets Mess. Whew. All right. I think here it's a situation where whoever scores is going to be that may very well be the game. So I don't know. Again, I trust the U.S. goaltending. I'm a little bit worried how shorthanded the U.S. is. Again, no Charlie McAvoy on defense, no Matthew Tkachuk at forward. Canada's pretty much got their full team outside of Shea Theodore on defense, who's been out a couple of games. The longer this game goes, I think the edge goes to Canada. I do have Freebird ready to go if the opportunity presents itself. All right, coverage back on. ESPN showing the goals thus far. Nathan McKinnon made it 1-0 for Canada before Brady Tkachuk and Jake Sanderson both scored for the U.S. to give them a 2-1 lead. Sam Bennett tied it up late in the second period. Okay, face-off, 4:29 to go. Down in the Canada end to Binnington's right. And Larkin comes away with it. He takes it around. Pass out in front to Matthews is broken up. Canada starts the other way. It's Crosby and Reinhart. But the U.S. in position to break that up. Puck floating up in the air, comes back down in the middle of the ice. Larkin in good position to keep it to the outside. Crosby tries a backhand pass, goes nowhere. U.S. takes over. They'll skate it out. Slavin will flip it high into the air in the direction of Brady Tkachuk. But two Canada defenders there in Taves and McCarr. Taves has played a very sound defensive game for Canada. Puck comes out. Torensky, shot by Sanderson, saved by Binnington. Canada tries to take back over. They play it off the boards in the center ice. U.S. makes one player change. Matthew Boldy flips it high into the air on his backhand. It's gloved like Binnington gloved that like he was playing right field. Made the catch. Stoppage of play. 3:35 to go here in the third period. Man, if this goes to overtime, I swear to God, if it's freaking Crosby, I'm going to vomit. Oh, God. As they show a close-up of Crosby, no doubt they're going to remind everybody of the golden goal he scored in 2010 in the Olympics. Canadians control the faceoff. They send it back out to center ice, where Werenski plays it over to Sanderson. Back off the boards to Boldy. Sends it around the net. Binnington plays it there for Parayko. Tries to play it down the ice, but the U.S. has numbers back. Here's Marner over to Sanheim. Good defensive awareness by Boldy to tie him up. And now the U.S. starts the other way. Here comes Eichel. He's got Boldy on his right. Backhand in the middle of the ice. Boldy was not in a good shooting position, and unfortunately no teammate there to help him out. McDavid with a shot, well guarded by Faber, goes deflected into the, I don't know if it went into the netting or not, just off the boards, and it goes out of the zone. 2:45 to go here in the third period. 2-2 the score. The pass for Jarvis tries to thread it through his legs for Bennett at the blue line. That did not work at all, and Canada's going to have to reset in their own zone. They play it behind the net. They try to get to Sam Bennett. Brock Faber on him. U.S. has it. They will play it all the way down, high in the air, so didn't go far enough to be an icing. Jack Hughes trying to battle for the puck, doesn't come away with it. Now Seth Jarvis gets it past J.T. Miller. Now Faber will play it for Miller in the U.S. end. Faber again as the U.S. changes their forwards. Slavin being watched by Brandon Hagel. He sends it around the net. Hughes trying to force a turnover. Couldn't do it. Puck comes back out. In the neutral zone, battle along the boards. And Canada will just send it right back. Taves with a pass intended for Hagel was a little bit too far. And the U.S. will send it back out. You got to figure that Tkachuk's night is done at this point. Less than 7 minutes of ice time. Here's a long pass from McKinnon. Wrist shot, saved by Hellebuck. Fortunately, Fox was in position to force him to shoot that puck quickly. So with 1:29 to go, it is the U.S. 2 and Canada 2. Yeah, it's a long pass by Taves, right? Yeah. Well, hey, Taves and McKinnon both play in Colorado, so Taves knows what McKinnon is going to do at any moment. So this faceoff is going to be deep in the U.S. zone to the right of Hellebuck. Crosby takes the faceoff, but the U.S. will be in control of this one as they send it down. With Trocheck and Eichel both in position there. Trocheck goes off the ice. Eichel is going to pursue Canada in their own zone. Canada sends it into the neutral zone. U.S. sends it back down. Both teams being very cautious at this point, not wanting to make a fatal mistake. It's a turnover. Eichel with a backhand goes all the way through the crease. Boldy came away with it. Eichel tried to pass, didn't work. Now Canada will try to work it the other way. A pass by Crosby is sent up into the air. U.S. comes back with it. Here comes Boldy looking for options. What a dynamic presence this Matt Boldy is. 45 seconds to go in the third period. Thomas Harley slowly skating his way up, sends it all the way down. Hellebuck plays it for Sanderson. So Sanderson and Hannafin are on. It's kicked out. Wrist shot. Knockdown. They get it back. And it stays out. Okay, 22 seconds. Another shot deflected into the corner. Canada turned the pressure on here in these last 35 seconds of play. 15 seconds to go. U.S. just trying to get it out. And Hughes manages to get it out. 10 seconds left to go. McCarr trying one last rush. Glove by Hellebuck with 5.6 to go. There will be one more face-off here. Boom. Canada really turned that one on. So the pass went all the way through, and Hannafin was just hit. Past Hannafin. It went off Miller's stick. It looked like it would be heading into the net. Miller was able to keep it out, though. But, yeah, there was a big chunk of net that was wide open there. So, in this case, you got to put your best face-off guys on. It's going to be Crosby for Canada. Matthews for the U.S. Shot is knocked down. That's it, guys. We're going to overtime because why not at this point? Oh, my gosh. So it's going to be a golden goal situation once again. Somebody will emerge as an absolute hero. I'm getting nervous. I'm getting really, really nervous. Like I said, with the U.S. playing basically with 10.5 forwards, this definitely favors Canada. All right, guys. Hey, let's do the whole Butcher Gross thing. Who's going to score in overtime? If you want to take a guess on who's going to score in OT, throw it down there in the comments. Pick like a U.S. player and a Canada player. Why not? I'm going to type mine in. I'm going to say Bennett for Canada because he's just been all over the ice. I'm going to say Boldy for the U.S. I like what I'm seeing from them. All right. Let's look at the team stats right now. So we got, with the shots on goal, U.S. with 27, Canada with 24. And those are the same numbers for the hit count as well. U.S. with 27 hits, Canada with 24. Face-offs, very, very tight. Canada with 29, U.S. have won 28. U.S. yet to get a power play still. Canada was very unsuccessful on their only opportunity there. U.S. 19 block shots, Canada with 14. U.S. with 2 more giveaways, same number of takeaways. So that's what we're looking at there. All right. I'm going to scroll real quick through Twitter, see if anything is going on. Oh, my gosh. Okay, so Miller and Subban are probably going to pipe up Canada again because that's basically what they do. Oh, there was even a Johnny Hockey chant inside TD Garden. Very cool. Very cool. Doing anything they can to that crowd is to rally the U.S. Oh, boy. All right, so it's a 15-minute intermission, so we got about 12 minutes to go until overtime begins. And the big thing you really have to wonder about is how does the NHL take advantage of this? Because you got a huge audience tonight. All right, you got people watching. I saw like one tweet here from this guy who runs a soccer account in Southeast Virginia where I used to live. And he said, I haven't watched hockey in years. What a game this is. what you have to wonder about, and I'm going to minimize that for a bit. What you got to wonder about is how does the NHL keep that guy watching going forward? He may not have a team, but is he able to appreciate the game where he is going to keep watching there's like 20, 25 games left to go in the regular season. So maybe come playoff time that happens. But I would be willing to bet that this tournament is creating a whole new group of hockey fans, especially in the United States. And what a great thing that is. Oh, man. I got a few extra people coming into the chat. Thank you guys very much. Hope you're having a great night. I hope you're enjoying the game too. All right. Ooh, man, oh man. So I'm thinking Bennett for Canada, Boldy for the US. That's my prediction right now. I'm actually checking. So the NHL, for those who don't know, have been doing bingo cards for every single game. And so for every bingo you get on your card, you get an entry for a $500 gift card. The odds are absolutely ridiculous that you'd ever win. But I'm looking at my card right now. Probably not many people are doing very well because there haven't been a lot of goals. But yeah, right now I'm at best. Yeah, I've got a couple of 3 in a rows, but nothing else. I need probably like my best bet is like US getting the 35 hits and Matthews scoring the game-winning goal. But yeah, this is not very good. Like if you look at how many spaces are on so it's 25 spaces on a bingo card plus you have a free space. So out of the 24, I have filled in only 9 so far. That's not very good. This is probably the worst card I've had yet, if I'm being honest. So, but my card includes things like Canada winning, a couple of situations where Makar gets a point or an assist. So, yeah, this isn't looking, odds are not looking very good. I'm going to get a bingo out of this, but that's okay. Hey, I'll take the loss. Just give me a U.S. win. All right, we got 8.5 minutes. Man, is this tension? All right, so okay, so basically, I'm looking at the MVP. So here's how they do the MVP. They have 3 broadcasters from each of the 4 tournaments right holders. So that's ESPN, TNT, Sportsnet, and TVA. They all get a vote. So then they do a ballot in a 5-3 1-point format. So first place 5 points and so on. So the votes were due with 10 minutes left in regulation, and they can manipulate that depending if somebody scores the game-winning goal and they want to change that. So ballots have already been submitted for MVP. All right, about 6.5 minutes to go here. before we start. Man, it really sucks that Matthew Tkachuk got hurt. He can only play 7 minutes in this game. Major loss for the U.S. Especially now because Tkachuk has scored so many big goals in his career for Florida. He just has a knack for getting these late game goals, these overtime goals. Him not playing is a major loss. Just for that clutch factor. All right, let's see. Let's minimize that. Try the stupid camera thing one more time. We'll do a quick reset here, guys. Be right back. There we go. That's better. Nah, maybe not. Yeah, boy. All right, 5 minutes to go. Let's see. Present, share screen. Let's add the stats back up. Let's see who's been leading in ice time. Who have these coaches been relying on? So looking at Canada, Connor McDavid's got a team high 20 minutes, over 20 minutes at forward. Braden Point, 1848. Nathan McKinnon, 1755. Sam Reinhart, 1716. And on defense, no surprise. Cale Makar's played 25 minutes. Devin Taves, 24 minutes. And for the U.S., man, they've had to work a little bit extra tonight. Eichel and Gensel have both played 19 minutes. Matt Boldy, just a knock. Matt Boldy with the third most ice time among forwards. Who would have had that on their bingo card, right? Even Brady Tkachuk has played 17 minutes. So, yeah, not quite as despite playing 30 shifts. So his shifts have been a little bit shorter. So that has something to do with it. But, Kreider only 625. Trocheck only 922. And then on defense, Brock Faber with the team high 2603. Yeah. And Slavin 2510. And, Adam Fox has had the least time of any defenseman. Ouch. Be very interesting to see if one of these teams can make it to the power play. Oh. I gotta rewind this.
Great moments are born from great opportunity.
Hope everybody can hear this.
And that's what you have here tonight. That's what you earned here tonight. One game. If we play them 10 times, they might win 9. But not this game. Not tonight. Tonight, we skate them. Tonight, we stay them. And we shut them down because we can. Tonight, we are the greatest hockey team. You were born to be hockey players. Every one of you. You were meant to be here tonight. This is your time.
Well, you don't see those. You don't see that every day. I still wish they could have edited. I'm sick and tired of hearing about what a great hockey team the Canadians have. Screw him! Whew. All right. Looks like both teams have come back onto the ice. Let's see who gets the early. Let's see how even this is. Let's see who has more control here. Yeah, okay, here comes the U.S. team right now. Matthew Tkachuk is on the ice as his teammates are there. I don't know if it's maybe a decoy situation where he's just there because they don't want to give it away that he's done for the night. But it could be just that fact that he's just a decoy at this point.
He's been one of the stars of Team USA.
All right. You strap it up. I mean, if number 19 gets on the ice, believe me, I'll be paying attention to it. All right, so it's Crosby and Eichel to start off here. Ozone time, 13:27 for Canada, 9:59 for the U.S. Been a very, very even game, for sure. Each team's had its advantages, but this is pretty much what we would have expected and should have expected and we should have had. Whew, it's late. All right, here we go. We are underway in overtime. 1 goal for the Four Nations Championship. Just a reminder, these teams have played for a championship in best on best 4 times. Canada's won 3, I believe. There's 3. The US has won 1. Ooh, almost too nervous to talk. Okay. Looks like that shot. Okay. Looks like a shot from Canada from the point was deflected up into the netting. Looks like that was by McKinnon. So the faceoff was deflected by the U.S. It's going to stay in the U.S. zone. Shots on goal, 27 for the U.S., 23 for Canada. Yeah, they're gonna. Yeah, ESPN's gonna be all over Crosby the entire overtime. Just watch. All right, faceoff is in the U.S. zone. Eichel controls it. Back to Sanderson, who plays it out, and Canada will take over. Deep from behind their own zone. Bennington, Gensel getting on McCarr, trying to force the turnover, couldn't quite do it. Canada will start the other way. McKinnon dekes out Boldy. Oh, but back comes the U.S. Shot from the side. Save. Gensel, long shot from the point. That's knocked away as well. And the puck is sent all the way down. It will not be an icing. Long pass. Here's Boldy. To Nelson. Shot. Looks like it was deflected wide. And Werenski plays it in. U.S. getting some good looks in overtime. And Canada comes the other way. Here's Mark Stone. Brandon Engel. Shot. Knocked down by Hellebuck. Plays it away, but he gives it right back to Canada. Shot deflected from the far circle. Brandon Hagel trying to get a shot out. Fox all over him. Puck sent behind the net by the Canadians. Werenski with it there. Miller tries to knock it out. Can't quite do it. Puck now against the boards. And now Boldy gets it out. I think it went off a Canadian player. And it's not. They call it an icing. Oh, my gosh. Canada getting the benefit of a few calls here. No question about it. It's not egregious, but they're getting just enough breaks. So Eichel got around Reinhart, put the shot on goal, and the puck kind of just bounced over Boldy's stick. On the other side, Hagel with just with a shot, Hellbook right there in position, knocked it away as Cirelli was making a hard charge towards the net. Yeah, the U.S. knows that should not have been an icing. Yeah, their bench just completely reacted to it. All right. So McDavid, Point, Marner at forward for Canada, Parayko and Sanheim on defense. U.S. to keep their same players on. Boldy, Miller, Nelson at forward, Werenski and Faber on defense. And the U.S. controls the faceoff. Faber will get it out to center ice. Remember, it's a long change in overtime since the teams switch sides. So you got to watch those line changes very carefully. Now McDavid trying to take the puck on his stick. He tries to skate through the entire U.S. defense, but the shot is knocked down. U.S. takes right back over. Puck loose again. McDavid, Faber on him. Tries to D, can't do it, gives it back to Marner. Puck goes up in the air. Matthews with it. Center ice, Brady Tkachuk gently backhands it back down the ice. U.S. will go for a change. And now Gensel on the ice. Plays it back to Sanderson at the blue line. Back around the net. Larkin takes it there. Behind the net, back up in front. Oh, big save on Matthews. Larkin fed Matthews, and I think Binnington made the save. Another shot. Knocked wide. U.S. with 4 or 5 grade A scoring chances in this overtime, guys. U.S. will start again from behind their own zone. Canada might be on their heels just a little bit. Eichel sends it around the net. Faber tries to play it in. It's knocked down. Here comes Marchand. Shot. Save. And no follow-up. And Boldy sends it out to Eichel, but 3 Canadian defenders on him. Tries to feed Werenski, not there. Here's Boldy. Wrist shot. Saved by Binnington. Puck goes into the corner. Pass back out to Hanifin. Box shot. Deflected into the, I think that's deflected into the netting as the stick comes loose. Oh, man. Gensel fed Matthews. Yep. And Binnington made a great save. Beautiful pass right through Mitch Marner's legs, too. That would have been pretty. And then the other way, it was Marchand, Gensel, back check. Wow, great effort by him to take away any chance of a shot on goal. Woo! This is some game tonight in Boston, isn't it? Liberty, 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 liberty. All right, come on. All right, so the faceoff will be in the Canada end. Crosby controls it, sends it back to Devin Taves. And he just clears that puck out of there as soon as he can. His line mates want to change. Now it's Nelson, tries to play it. Plays it down the ice, but straight to the Canadians. And it's Taves, sends it down the ice to Crosby. Past him. Slavin plays it back out. And Brock Nelson backhands it. So he goes for a change. And here's a giveaway shot. Save. Save. Oh, my God. Binnington turning in the Stanley Cup final. Game 7, Jordan Binnington. Brady Tkachuk with a chance. Oh, my gosh. One shot, and then from the side, Tkachuk had it. He was basically parallel to the goal line. Had almost no angle. But he went for it. Didn't really have any other thing that he could do with it. Man, Binnington gloved it. All right, 4:30 gone in overtime. 2-2 the score. U.S. 32 shots, Canada 25. Here's the face-off. Close thing on Matthews. Oh, Matthews had another great chance. Binnington equal to the task. U.S. got to go blocker side. This guy's making glove saves like nobody's business. Go blocker side, right side. Blocker side. Another face-off. Goes back behind the goal line. Matthews. Back out to Hanifin. Brady Tkachuk takes it behind the net. Hagel and Bennett there waiting for him. Matthews tries to keep the puck deep. Sent back behind the net. Binnington tries to send it around. It goes out of the zone into the neutral zone. Fox with a quick backhand. Goes past Gensel. And Canada will take that one. They keep it. They have it in their own zone. They try a long pass. That didn't quite work. Here's Eichel with a quick pass to Boldy. Trying to find a little bit of room. Pass for Gensel off target. Drew Doughty with it. 14:42 to go in overtime. 2-2 the score. 1 goal for the championship. And now here's Matthew Boldy at center ice. Plays it around the net. U.S. can't keep it in. The puck will go down the ice a little bit. Faber plays it off the boards. Past J.T. Miller. Tries to get it to Brock Nelson, but he's tied up against the boards by Thomas Harley. J.T. Miller on trying to help. But Canada will take that back. It's Harley. Gives it over to Doughty. Now to Marner at center ice. Pass goes off his stick. It's Hellebuck. Plays it over to his right. U.S. takes this one back across center ice. Dump back in. U.S. makes a couple of changes. And now back comes Canada. Shot. Knocked up high in the air by Hellebuck. U.S. gets it out of there quickly. Whew. Oh, my gosh. Man, there is some nervous tension all across North America tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Here's Taves with a wrist shot from the point, knocked down. And Larkin with a backhand. Here comes Austin Matthews. Against 2 defenders, he gives it to Kachuk on his wing. Didn't really have anywhere to go. Matthews, back to the point. Werenski, save. And it goes over into the corner. Larkin's got it. Larkin dangling, trying to find some room. Being watched very, very well. Good defense by McKinnon and Crosby. Canada will come the other way. Reinhart will dump it in. Canada goes off for a change. 13 minutes to go here in the first overtime. 2-2 the score. And here's a pass by Sanderson. Can't really make a clean pass. Canada with it in the neutral zone. They try to make the pass. The fourth line on for Canada. Aggressive forward check, but Sanderson able to get it out. And here comes Boldy across center ice. But he's tied up as Marchand knocked it loose. Back into the U.S. end as they try to calm things down. It's Zach Werenski. Skates 1-on-4. Wrist shot from the side, knocked away by Binnington. Stays behind the net. J.T. Miller working in the corner. Travis Sanheim watching him. It's a pass to Hanifin. Shot deflected wide. Miller back to the point to Fox, but it comes out of the zone. He's going to have to play it back in. U.S. goes off for a change. Colton Parayko. 8 minutes gone in overtime. To Braden Point. Watched by Adam Fox. Shot to the point. Shot. It goes wide. Puck goes all the way down. It looks like there's a race. Looks like it's going to be an icing, and it is. Jack Hughes could not catch up to it. Oh, my God. Well, Crosby gets a point. I win. Then I get a bingo, but I kind of don't want that. Okay, it's Point, McDavid, Marner, Makar, and Taves for Canada. Nelson, Matthews, Hughes, Hanifin, and Fox for the U.S. Interesting they're putting Brock Nelson with Matthews and Hughes. Sullivan continuing to shuffle the lines. And the face-off, quick shot by Crosby goes wide. Makar plays it around the net. Taves has the puck on his stick and he scores. Sidney Crosby, fuck you. Fuck you, Crosby. Fuck you. It was a great tournament with a shitty ending. And once again, Connor Hellebuck chokes. What a disgraceful loss for the United States. Everybody, thanks for watching. See you later. Good night, and screw Canada.